Don't self-deprecate at the breakfast table.
You put that down right now!
We don't live forever, it just has to exist longer than I do. The fucks I give are over there.
Coffee can be weird sometimes.
Okay, well...
I am going to be a nightmare if this continues. Come kill me like a man, you cuckold!
I'm Peach. Hello, Moon. We're both objects.
I cast Meat Shield.
I brought a guest. You don't have good ears, and I said...
Oh, she's immune. Fuck you, me! Your mother... See and hear you. It doesn't ever change. Hello, everybody. Welcome in.
Hi,
welcome
everyone.
in. Woo! Guys.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you're here for Conundrum Company. Before we get there, we're going to do some announcements. But before we do that, guys, I don't know if anyone can notice, but we have a very special guest here today. Hidden down in the bottom row, bottom right over there, we have the one, the only... Sloan Art Club!
I have Conundrum's your company. What are you gonna do?
Oh shit!
What are you gonna do?
They figured it out.
What does that mean?
Hi, everybody.
So Adam is off doing some C2E2 fun if you're in that neck of the woods and heading over there, keep an eye out for him. But while we're sad to not have him here, we're very excited to have Sloan as a guest to fill in. So camera, thanks a lot for that. While my camera's freaking out, Sloan, can you tell the people where they can find you?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Hi, everybody. My name is Sloan, aka Artpleed. My pronouns are they, them. You can find me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Tumblr if you're a freak like that, at Artplebe. That's ARTPLEBE. I make a lot of TTRPG content, and I also am a sort of producer slash graphic designer slash visual developer, creative generalist, and I do lots of shit. So if you want to find out what, follow me in those places. Also, I'm hilarious and nice to look at. So that's where you can find me.
The confidence.
You are for sure the most confident guest we've ever had, and I'm digging it. Like
I've spent all day at a con having to give people my like elevator pitch. It's really doing wonders for me. Also, I've been working on this in therapy, so like I'm primed. I'm ready to go.
You've mastered it. A 10 out of 10. Well, we're going to get into this show here shortly, my friends, but before we do that, we've got some announcements, starting, of course, with Parker.
Hello, I'm here to talk about your schedule, and I'm here to talk about next month's schedule because we're about to take a 2-week break. So, Off the Rails will return on New Year's Eve for a special long episode, which will also be when we do our Skull Splitter Dice giveaway, so guys, be sure to be there for that. Then we have Conundrum Company the next day on the first day of the new year, January 1st. And then that Wednesday, guys, we have a lot coming. That Wednesday, we premiere Atomless, which is our Starfinder campaign run by Captain McPhail. Exciting. Keep an eye out on the socials, not only for more stuff coming on that, but like debuts of characters and things of that nature. Then we're back with Off the Rails at its normal scheduled time, Conundrum Company at its normal scheduled time, and then that Sunday, the Yearbook Club is back for their second episode on January 9th. So, lots of content, but we are taking a 2-week break because we deserve it. Josh!
Woo! And none of this awesome content could happen without our fantastic sponsors over at Skull Splitter Dice.
Oh, it's too loud.
Skull Splitter Dice. Not only do they sponsor our shows so we can bring them to you, they also sponsor a monthly giveaway, like Parker said, that is for a skull mug filled with approximately 100 dice. Guys, this is the second to last show, the last being on the 31st, to get in on it. So stick around with us during the break. Put exclamation point win, sentence hard, exclamation point win in chat to get yourself entered. Followers get 1 entry, subscribers get 2. Remember, if you're going to subscribe to it beforehand, it's not retroactive. And in the meantime, click on the link in chat. Check out Skull Splitter. Guys, I cannot stress enough, these guys are phenomenal partners. We reach out to them for random stuff pretty regularly, and they're the coolest people on the planet. They're like, yeah, sure, hold on, let us hook you up. They're the best. So please, go check out Skull Splitter. Very much love them. Of course, wait, hey, Sloan, you're here. Do you want to talk about your thing?
Yeah, hi everybody. If you're interested about all the cool stuff that's going on this channel, if you're new or you're just trying to catch up, you can find information about both of our and probably soon more all of our campaigns on Fandom Wiki. The Tweaky. There you will find information about PCs, NPCs, and episode write-ups. And if reading is not your thing, you can also find big ol' swaths of these two campaigns summarized in nice little videos that are like 10 minutes-ish. So yeah, ding!
I love when we have OTR cast on because they know the role real well. Sean, over to you.
Hey everybody, we need more mods, so if you'd like to be a moderator on our channel and join our fantastic team of moderators, there's an application, a Google form if you will, in the chat. Go ahead and click on that and fill out the application. We will be reviewing those over our time off and into early next year to be able to add more to our moderating team because we are bringing on a lot more stuff. So we would like to have a bigger team to support each other and us. So it makes that all easier. Also, our charity for this month is the Make-A-Wish Foundation, which is a fantastic organization that gives families with children going through very life-threatening illnesses a spark of hope during that very dark time. If you'd like to make a donation, the link is below our stream, big donate button. Click on that. It'll take you right where you need to go to help out these families. Bad news, obviously, anytime a family finds this out, so this organization gives them a little bit more of an uplifting moment in that dark time. Very good organization. Thank you for helping.
Well, thanks, Sean. Does anybody else have any announcements? Adam's in chat, and he's given his announcement out. Button, do you want to do it? Yeah! So, yeah. Okay, I think if that's it, it's time for some Conundrum Company. Are we ready? Are we all ready?
Yes.
My
Ready as we ever are.
This week.
Mom spaghetti.
Wait, hang on.
What?
There it is. Yeah, okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Get into it.
We rejoin our heroes down one Zahl as they prepare to teleport to the theocracy of the Pale. The day before, the party had convened once again within the catacombs to discuss the conflict that they had experienced in the square. The group discussed next steps before heading out into the town to visit the various vendors of Neil Dra. Upon their return, they stopped by Siphons and Souls, where Salvator noted something interesting regarding the ethereal plane. A spike of the stone that seemed to make up the catacombs existed only on the ethereal side, rending the back half of the shop. The strange shards seemed to be tied to the ghost, tied to the store. Wow, that was redundant. The party returned, still speculating upon what all of this new information meant, and deliberating on where they wanted to go next. That night, Sunshine received a dream as they came in contact with Serdawir for the first time, at least face-to-face, so to speak. I've lost my place. The deity attempted to convey its origins and purpose in its traditionally cryptic way. A scene was painted out by the two, explaining that the three cities, Greyhawk, Neildra, and the Kingdom of Shar were in fact the fallen husks of Serdawir's peers trapped upon the prime material plane. This all seemed to somehow to be related to the broken machine of death. As they rose that morning, Sunshine shared everything they had seen with the party, and a few more pieces of the puzzle clicked together. Mavanon joined the group, sharing what he had learnt of Nerul. In particular, that the odd deity seemed to be most powerful when ignored or considered non-existent. Demi began contemplating locations where Nerul might be least worshipped, and recalled a tale of the theocracy of the Pale, a strange monotheistic nation far to the east. The group elected to teleport to this nation, but as they stepped from the catacombs to do so, a strange orb descended from the sky above them. It began to ring out in a strange voice, some sort of summons. The summons requested that Zahl travel to the celestial plane for the hearing of Archon Pistis Sophia. Zahl bid farewell to his companions, then agreed to the summons, and whizzed away, leaving the three standing in the cool morning air. It is Moon Day, the 3rd of Sunseb 591 CF, and the day, my friends, is yours.
How about I try and teleport us there? I focus really hard and nothing happens.
Oh,
Hold on.
what?
I'm kidding.
We all fly there on the back of the dragon.
Yeah. Sturdy shows up, gives you a ride.
Listen, weirder shit has happened.
Skull teleport.
It didn't work.
I don't know. Should we go without Zahl? It seems dangerous.
You think?
Yes. Seems we should wait for ourselves to leave.
Sounds like I'm going. I'm leaving. I'm gone. I'll be back later. Bye, everybody.
That's
Thanks.
it.
All right. Salvator, you or me?
I can do it if you don't want to. I know how scared you get.
Fine, I'll do it.
Okay, beautiful.
Suddenly realized our mediator left.
Yes.
Zahl was our mediator? I don't think you've been paying attention.
Maybe. Between Zahl and him, me, I don't know.
Not so much a mediator, more of a lightning rod.
Oh, no.
Oh no. All right, we're attempting to teleport here with no real description and no. I rolled really well on that history. Do I have any idea as far as like a general description?
You know
or...
its general geographic location, and that it is renowned for its pristine marble architecture and sort of red slate roofs. They're very, very pretty. Or red tile roofs, excuse me. I always say slate. I don't know why. Red tile roofs. That's sort of the main description. It sits right on the Rakers, which is a mountain range to the far east. Far north, well, fairly far north of the Great Kingdoms and ID.
All right, well, this could go horribly wrong.
It really could.
This is as much as we're preparing. You both are looking very expectantly.
I feel quite ready.
I prepare pass without a trace for wherever we end up.
Perfection.
I'm helping!
Oh, lovely. All right. Don't fuck me. That's a straight 70.
Okay. Given the lack of knowledge of this location, unfortunately, that's still an off-target landing.
Yeah.
And so, there is no mishap.
Nope.
You do find yourself the spell-taking Demi, typical to your kind of magic, the harmonic plane shifting around you, those blue undulating waves tearing you across time and space, and you find yourself being deposited up on a hilltop. There is about 2 feet of snow around you. You immediately feel, almost instantaneously, the cold hit your feet. Wind hits you all in the face, this frigid cold brushing across that kind of cold hilltop. Off in the distance, you see a towering mountain range. And nestled along the edge of that mountain range, almost built into it, is this glistening marble citadel and city built along the cliffs. It does match the description of the Theocracy of the Pale. It is about 3 miles away.
All things considered, this feels fine.
It does. Is that the place you were talking about?
I think. It's over there.
Oh, we have to walk all the way there?
We could fly if you'd like.
No, it's fine.
I do cast Pass Without a Trace because I did call that they would just cast it no matter what.
Okay, roll stealth if you'd like to.
Snowy.
I don't know if we need to, but it...
Let's not waste it, right? Just in case it happens.
Are we rolling stealth, you said? With a plus 10?
Plus 10.
Plus 10.
Oh my god. Math, hello? 31.
26.
22.
26. Okay. 22. So you guys move very stealthily, but also very slowly through this deep snow as you kind of begin to trudge off across this open field. It is a very, very open region of the world. As you're up on this hilltop, and begin to set down in the direction of the city, you do see villages dotting the skyline out around you, little trails of smoke from settlements and farmsteads. This is all very, very open terrain up to the mountains themselves, giving you long vantage points when you're up on these hills. But you begin to trudge, the cold kind of setting in as you move through the snow. Now, Sunshine's magic, of course, does one thing that is very good, which is fills that snow back in, so there is no trail left as you begin to move through the snow. And for the next hour of walking, that is the case.
Whoop.
And then the spell fades.
Oh, fuck.
And you keep
How far away?
You're about 3 miles away. And through the snow, it does take the better half of about 2 hours to close that distance.
Not bad.
You want me to do that again?
Sure, if you'd like.
Oop. I do it.
Fucking freezing.
It is very...
Fine.
She has changed her armor, like her armor into like a big fur coat. It's like her captain's coat has like fur lining it, just like.
I also did pick up a coat from the Yoski Din.
You did, yeah. Everybody's got their winter wear on.
Salvator's rocking it.
I'm just hanging out.
I feel nothing.
As you continue to move, the closer you get to this citadel that sits on this kind of... Again, it's like a tiered cliffside. And at the top, as you're getting closer, you start to make out more details of this city, which once was just kind of a staggered series of a sort of urban sprawl up the side of this mountain. You're starting to see now that rested at the top, built into this cliff face that kind of juts out from the cliff itself, is this towering marble pillar that is pristine. Even in the cold, it glints as the sunlight, there is no cloud overhead right now, kind of reflects off the marble. And a lot of this citadel, including several tiers of walls, think Minas Tirith essentially, are reflecting, again, this sunlight off of the surface. As you get closer, you come across spaces where you can see roads coming in, little settlements along them. There are places where you have to pause to make your way over low-lying stone walls that have been built up to mark and annotate boundaries.
Okay. I think on the way there, she would... So, do we have, I don't know, the vague semblance of a plan that we usually do?
Of course I do.
Okay, would you like to share with the... Share?
Well, that
Yeah.
makes it less exciting.
Nope. No.
Josh, what's the name of this god?
This god's name is, let me get it right, Iridian.
Iridian. Goddess, or god of goddesses and gods.
Iridian is essentially the god of light, resolution, law, order, inflexibility, the sun, and the moon.
I'm inflexible. I got an idea.
Well, my idea was to preach the good word of Nerul until he gets pissed off at us and comes to visit us.
They have to let
Preach
us
the
in
good-
first.
The good name to a whole populace of people who believe in one god.
Mhm.
Right.
The
Okay.
intent, if I understand correctly, is to get Nerul's attention.
Yes. I'm
What
just
if we-
worried about the other attention.
What did you want to do instead?
Well, I don't have any idea. I just
Oh.
am mostly concerned about the other attention.
Oh, okay.
What if we
I'll just-
gathered everyone in the town around, and then I killed myself? And
What?
then 3 days later I rose from the grave.
No!
I think everyone would be really impressed by that.
Oh my god.
No.
Say, yes, my god Nerul brought me back from the brink. Here I stand before you all.
yourself Jesus Christ in this fucking world.
It's not me.
I don't know why I feel like that's sacrilegious. I've never heard such a story before, but somehow I do feel like someone is angry with us.
Well, they can be angry.
Alright.
It wouldn't be the first time.
I'm just saying it'd probably work.
Probably.
Fair.
Although, I mean, other people can... I mean, we've seen multiple people bring people back from the dead. So I assume there are clerics of this god that might also be able to do that. I don't know that that's as big a miracle as you think.
But if we just left my hand on like a stage or something... and
We're not
I
leaving
grew
your
out of it,
hand anywhere.
no, that's fine.
Your hand is not leaving.
All right, then you come up with a plan.
Oh, I have no idea. I do like the preach the good word, but we have to get in first. So
So we
do we have a plan for that?
Magic.
Perfect.
It's my plan for everything. I don't know what this is.
I'm just going to keep.
I
a
intended to
teleport
walk
ready.
in.
Okay, I'm hoping that works. It's a
Let's
god
try
of
that.
inflexibility. I just don't know how these people are going to be.
Hopefully,
I'm not going to preach the good word of Nerul until we are in. How's that
Ah.
sound?
Wonderful. Perfect.
Yes.
I will keep a teleport ready.
All right. Now, as you begin to approach the gates of the city, you are coming in sort of from the southwestern side. It looks like there's kind of an exterior ring wall. As you approach, one thing that does stand out to you inherently, especially with the perceptions of this bloody group, is there... It doesn't matter how nice the city is. There usually tends to be a part of town that is a little rougher, where people aggregate or are pushed to based on commerce and economics. There is no region that stands out like this to you. Even the outlying structures in some of the settlements are very well made and very organized. As you continue to approach, eventually you do see this large stone gate on the sort of southwestern side of the citadel wall. Make perception checks for me.
25.
Beautiful.
Where did I go?
18.
22 again.
Okay. As you approach, there is a sort of trickle of people coming into and out of this gate. It's a wide gate. You could fit 4 or 5 carriages through this kind of portcullis, several tiered gate that is sitting in this massive marble wall. But things are moving fairly quickly. There's some sort of process for vetting ahead of you, and you see guards in these kind of slightly grayish attire. These long gray robes fall past their shoulders down to their feet. And there is a tabard, but it's just a slightly off shade of gray from that, not really changing much. They're all well armed, and their implements of war and guardsmanship seem to be in good order.
Do you just tell the truth? We're here looking for someone?
Why would we do that?
Because, you know, it's... I don't... Well, how are we going to... I'm not... Is everyone
We're
good at
not here looking
lying?
for someone, are we?
Well, technically we are. I'm not good at lying.
I'll do it.
Saul's good at lying. Well,
Are
I'm
you
okay
sure?
at lying. I'm okay at lying.
And I go to
Zol,
walk up. I walk
I'm
towards the
okay at
guards.
lying. All right.
I walk towards the guards, and I don't stop.
Okay.
Unless they stop me.
As you approach, there does seem to be like a stop and start as each individual is being checked. But as you kind of approach, you're glanced over and you're asked to halt. Hey, halt, please. Hold yourself. Quick momentary inspection of all individuals entering the city.
For what?
Okay.
Just to assure that you're not carrying any dangerous paraphernalia on your person.
What qualifies as dangerous?
Oh, you know, religious iconography that doesn't align with our one true God and Savior.
Ah, you will not
yes.
find any of that on me.
Wonderful,
Cool.
wonderful. Well, I'm sure you wouldn't mind if we just check, correct?
Of course.
Go for it.
Wonderful. And they do begin to pat you down as several more guards just kind of walk, make a circular inspection. And I'm going to roll some perception checks here. But we've got 2 godless heathens. I know that.
Ha! Yeah!
However, we do have
I
one
hate
here.
gods.
Me too!
I killed one.
Button, are you carrying any paraphernalia? Remind me.
I don't have, like,
I think you do.
a religious... I don't... The only thing they have that is remotely religious is a little piece of wood, that has their promises to themselves, which Serdwir, like, broke off of this thing, but it's not inherently religious. It's just carved into wood. Like, that's the closest thing they have.
Okay, we're gonna make some checks here.
Trying to see if I have anything else that would seem religious. Nope.
As you're kind of all scrutinized and inspected, they take a look at each and every one of you. Now, Salvator, I assume your disguise is up, correct?
Yes, currently.
Cool, good, wonderful.
Can you imagine?
As they circle around you, kind
Wild.
of patting you all down. All right, wonderful, wonderful. Please, you are welcome then to enter the city. Please use any resources that are available. You might check out Iridian's Blessing. We do provide free lodging and food to any travelers to the city as a part of our blessing. So, obviously, just to prove the might and glory of our one true Lord to those passing through. So please, make yourself at home and enjoy our wonderful city.
Very generous. Thank you.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay. We walk in.
You begin.
Yeah, I'm deeply curious. At
What
least
a nice-
Sunshine. They're like
what a
trying
nice
to
day to
figure
be a
out the
goblin
vibe.
Yeah. What a
make
nice
make
day.
an insight check for me, Sunshine. You're trying to figure out the vibe.
What a
Too
nice
bad.
day.
11.
With an 11, the statement
Rolled a
that
3.
they're making is fairly sincere regarding showcasing the glory of their deity. The underlying elements of that, hard to ascertain based on that roll. They immediately move on to the next group, which makes it difficult for you to kind of pick up on the vibe. But you make your way into the city.
Do we try out this free lodging situation? Or
Do we need
see
to?
if we... Well, I don't know. I figured we would look around for a little while.
I am curious.
I just... We have so much... Why is that what they consider dangerous stuff?
Because they're religious idiots.
Demigods.
Okay. Well, all right.
Very sorry,
we have-
anyone in the audience is religious.
This is a bad episode for everybody. I'm sorry.
Now, content warning, we have the utmost respect for all faiths and religious beliefs at the welcome in, obviously.
Salvator doesn't.
Among many of his many, many flaws. This is one.
Yep.
I'm a walking fault line.
As we walk around the town, can Demi just kind of be trying to like I want to keep an eye on like the people that have just had to go through this process. Can I roll insight checks on like the travelers to here, what the general vibe is? Like, are people traveling here because they fully believe this? Are they like, what's the... Does that make sense?
Sure. Yeah, make an insight check for me. You're trying to figure out like why people would come to the city, correct?
Yes. Why people would... So that's... Insight would be a 22. 15
A 22.
plus 7 is 22. Yes.
With a 22, much better roll. As you're kind of standing to the side and taking a moment to take it all in, you see there are a fair number of individuals carrying mercantile goods. There are scholarly packs. You see adventuring equipment and supplies, not unlike your own, affixed to a number of figures. You also see farmers, folks who work the land around the surrounding region coming in and out. The Theocracy of the Pale is the largest bastion of civilization in this region of Flanace. It is a location, while not on the route to any major urban environment, really the only one available to a lot of people in this area of the world. It stood as long as it has in the way that it has, because it's a big cold field that a lot of people are not interested in. Really, this is the Citadel itself is probably the only location. Also, with that insight check, you've stood for a minute now, and it does appear that a bit of a ruckus begins to strike up back at the gates, where somebody has arrived who is carrying religious paraphernalia.
Oh.
And in that instance, the figure, you begin to hear kind of raised voices coming from over there as a number of guards approach the grouping. Not you, but wherever, down back by the gates where people are being checked.
That sounds like a problem. Do we care?
Are we able to ascertain this when Demi points it out?
Yeah, you're able to see. Basically, as Demi... Sorry, Parker. Yeah, as Demi points it out, you see... Basically now, and it's really easy to see, as question is arised and you hear voices begin to rise, you're not quite making out exactly what is being discussed, but more of these guards in these grey tabards immediately file out of this fortress, very orderly and organized, almost obsessively so, as they kind of cut across the entryway, and that steady line of people that had been entering the city now comes to a grinding halt.
Just in front of the travelers that don't seem to be arresting them or anything?
There is some sort of conversation going on between the guard that in fact checked you guys and a couple of travelers who are coming in with a small wagon laden with various merchandise. Mostly looks to be some sort of fabric.
Do you think that's going to get violent?
I'm not sure. We should watch. I have been having a thought.
Okay.
Which doesn't happen all the time.
I'm not going to argue.
If we are in a monotheistic society...
Yes.
That is this stringent, how do you think Iridian feels about Nerul being here?
And there's the point, he doesn't know.
You think that Iridian doesn't know about the presence of another god?
I feel like that's... Well...
I wonder if he's even real.
Do you think they could be the same? Do you think they could be the same? Like hiding in plain sight?
Maybe.
Going under a false name?
I would like to find a priest.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sure there's plenty here.
Look for someone standing up in
you
front
there, sir? Are you a priest?
Are you a priest?
Hey, leave me alone, you crazy fuck.
He doesn't like Ariel or whatever we worship.
Iridian.
This freaking Little Mermaid bursts.
I was going to say, that's a Little Mermaid, yeah. What?
He said Ariel.
Oh, I was like, huh?
No, I said the right name.
I look for someone in religious paraphernalia.
I'm not even going to make a perception check for this. My friend, you are able to make out members of the clergy all over the place based off of just that same tabard-like attire, however less armed than the other figures around the gates. You get the feeling, in fact, given these individuals, a lot of them seem to be, like, speaking with folks who are coming through the city or checking with merchants. You see them busying themselves all around this area of the gate. Their attire very much matches the uniforms of the guards. And again, this leans into it likely being a very true theocracy, i.e., the clergy is the government. The clergy is the army.
Hello, greetings, Iridian's blessing.
Ah, yes. Iridian's blessing to you, yes. Welcome to our city, clearly.
Look at it.
You are new. Allow me to extend my greetings.
Thank you very much. I am so sorry to bother you, but I am so curious about Iridian and when the good word began to be spread in the first place. It hasn't quite made its way to where I'm from, so I'm so glad to be here.
Well, it is nice to meet you. May I ask your names, my friend?
Sunshine, hello.
Sunshine. Sunshine, just like a blessing from our Lord, yes, and you too.
Demi,
wonderful.
Zahl.
Interesting. That is a strange name, but a pleasure to meet you.
I am not from here.
Clearly. No, it is wonderful. And I am Prelate Kingsman. So, again, allow me to be one of the first, barring the guards, of course, to welcome you to our city. Now, your question was, how long has the good word been spreading?
Yes.
Well, our burgeoning nation was established less than 100 years ago. This region of the world has always been warring city-states, constantly attacking one another, you know. War still continues to the south now, even. Yes.
Yes.
So,
yes.
We unified under Iridian.
So, quick question. The text that they read on Nayrul in Greyhawk had said that there had been no specific sighting in a couple centuries, correct? That his presence hadn't been... Or that the author, rather, had no, like, direct understanding of where he had been for a couple centuries.
That is correct. We did have a quick blip on the stream there for some reason, but it looks like we're back. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh no. Sorry.
We'll keep an eye on it.
Blip.
You missed an old man talking obsessively about with religious fervor regarding his beliefs. Demi and Sunshine praying about concepts of death and resurrection within their belief system.
Well, who's in charge here?
Of course, that would be the Supreme Prelate, Ogden Tilt.
Ogden Tilt.
Yes.
Oh.
It is glad to hear our wonderful prelate's name has made it beyond the boundaries of our nation.
Yes, it's very impressive. Has Ogden Tilt always been the prelate?
No, he has risen to the seat in the last 40 years.
Right, and where might one find Mr. Tilt?
Well, that would be in Iridian's Hold. And he gestures up towards that massive spire of marble citadel that rests along the kind of main cliffside.
Is that where we can pay our respects?
Well, there are many temples to our savior throughout the city. The citadel requires a little more time spent and honor provided to gain access to, I fear. But if you spend time here, I'm certain, you will be recognized if you help our people and preach the good word. Our doors are not completely closed to anyone.
That's
wonderful. We're going to get in so much trouble.
As you guys kind of step away from this individual, he goes back to
We're gonna be a problem.
Listen, your God's not even real. What do you want from me?
Please talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I do something.
So we're going there, correct?
I think so.
Yes, probably.
Can't help.
And it said it's the... Ogden Tilt is in the... What
Big
is
marble.
it? A hold?
Iridian's Hold.
Iridian's Hold, yes.
Yeah, he's in Iridian's Hole.
I was gonna make that joke, you bitch.
I mean, guys, forget what I said. It's gonna be really funny in like 20-25 minutes whenever he finds one.
Whenever. We're gonna wander around, just a bunch.
Oh, let's see what stores they have here.
Not again. Not another shopping episode, please.
Okay. As you guys begin to turn around and kind of begin to take your bearings, Sloan,
Oh,
you just received a communication.
I sure did. Okay.
We're not going to do physical description yet. Once they are engaged with somebody, then we will. But for now.
Yes. I'm gonna make my way in the direction of the southwest gate.
Now, you've just been back in the Theocracy for less than 3 days, having been sent across the continent to do a little work. But you're back. You've had a few minutes to kind of put your feet up, a few days to gather a little bit of information for some of the things you've been working upon. And as this message, this sending lands within your mind, you slip from a tavern. You're actually on the southwest side of the city, though a little deeper in.
Perfect.
You slip from the city and head towards the southwest gate. It's a familiar place to you. These tall marble buildings, 3-4 stories, quite crowded in this section of the city, though you know there are spaces where it's a little more landscaped and curated out, more estate-esque.
And I am going to be keeping my eye out for anyone who sticks out in this crowd with the description that I was given, I think it shouldn't be too hard to do.
Okay. As you begin to make your way down through the city, there is this constant strain of folks to and from that you are quite familiar with. Oh, interesting. The bots went off again when the show restarted. Anyway, as you kind of make your way down this kind of meandering street, you know this road to be called the... one moment. The Wind Street. As it kind of winds down these cliff faces, they're kind of a cliff and then a long slope, and then a cliff and a long slope. This is the main thoroughfare that kind of twists downwards. And you pass a number of individuals keeping your eye peeled. Can you say that number for me one more time?
What number?
Oh, did I ask you to roll perception?
I don't think so.
Cool. I'm doing too many things. Can you roll perception for me, Sloan? I'm sorry.
I think maybe you said it in your head.
I'm sure I did. Sorry, the technical difficulties are throwing me off my game. I'm sorry, Sloan.
That was so fucking funny. No, it's fine. That is a... Oh, is that it? 27.
I hate high-level parties. Oh, is that it? As you kind of make your way down towards the city, you get closer and closer to the main gates. And as you do, there are a number of figures that kind of pass by looking the adventurous swords. But none of them stand out in a way that would make you question their existence there. Until you round a corner and look off to one of the kind of side triangular markets that juts off the Wine Street right near the gate. And there stand... 3 figures. A Genasi with rose and purple-hued hair flowing from the top of their head, almost as if caught by the wind. A second Genasi, blue intonation skincare and literal flowing water for her hair. And a Dragonborn in ostentatious garb, dark reds and golds and blacks. They appear to be turning from one of the members of the clergy as if having a conversation with them.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk past them, real chill, and then turn around and start following them.
Make a stealth check for me.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, you guys have had... Your head have been on a swivel this entire time. So I'm not going to say y'all can't make perception checks. If the 3 of you would like to make perception checks, just based on this, it seems only fair to do so, given kind of your suspicion of the city as a whole.
I'm good.
That's a 33.
33. Okay.
Oh. Nope.
Hold on. What's
27.
What's 17 plus 12?
32?
32?
No, 29.
20. Okay.
Good math.
Nope.
Wow, impressive.
I was like, I can't. My brain too fast.
Numbers are so big.
I was like, that's too big.
So you kind of push your way past these guys, looking inconspicuous as you are wont and trained to do. Easily slipping past and then kind of settling into a, again, inconspicuous pattern as you kind of hover, waiting for the party to make their move.
We kill this old man.
I think they start walking toward the hold unless the rest of the party objects.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go next.
See any way not to head this
Why not?
So there is this long, winding street.
I heard about this.
Some might think it would be called
Wine.
Wine Street, yeah, that runs down in this sort of switchback down the mountainside as you begin to make your way up it. It's quite wide, quite busy, a lot of individuals of this clergy as you begin to make your way up towards the Citadel. It's going to be quite a walk, probably 40 minutes.
There's a lot of iconography around, and you just described like a gray tabard. Is there an icon for Iridian?
Sure, as you glance, the icon for Iridian is... one
mermaid's
second
tail.
here. as you notice, again, there are these gray tabards, as you were speaking to this figure, just emblazoned on the breast in the exact same fabric, but kind of embroidered in, so as not to stand out that much. There is a sun with a crescent moon that sits in the lower right quadrant of the sun itself.
Oh, that's beautiful. They'll start sketching it. The symbol.
I find that the usually deity iconography is very appealing to the eye. Probably on purpose. Attract people.
I'm gonna be listening to these folks as I am walking behind them.
Okay, can you make a new perception just for hearing there as you kind of listen? I know you guys, this is a pretty average conversation. Are you hushing this at all?
No.
Okay.
Probably not.
Perfect.
Jesus.
I can't.
29.
Salvator is
You have one
incapable.
volume. 29.
These people are idiots.
You hear the Dragonborn figure say, Sloan, as he interjects into the conversation about the iconography of the god.
It's all suns and moons and stars and hopes and dreams. Nothing's real.
I don't find those things to be real.
What?
Having hopes and dreams, you don't see the reality in that.
I don't see the reason.
Why was the hopes and dreams what you focused on? The sun and the moon and the stars are real. We see them. They are real.
But they're up there.
those
Why
are
are people so
symbology.
concerned with what's up there?
Oh, God.
Because what's up there can affect what is here. I think you've seen
It's
it.
a problem. It affects a
Well,
lot.
I've seen some people affect something. Not this.
Are these people carrying anything
Errol-
weird?
Errol person.
It's not iridium.
Got a big old bow.
I don't know
and
if anything.
oh, my
weird.
sunblade's retracted, so you probably can't even see that. And a big shield.
She has a rapier.
Anything?
bag
This is
on
more
her
a
head.
question for Josh. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck I was sent here. So I'm looking for anything they are carrying on their person, perhaps a patch or something that's weirdly scuffed, anything like that.
Interesting.
Anything at all.
I have a tail.
You do have a tail.
That is weird.
Looking at my inventory, I have a bunch of Abjurosaurus teeth.
I have. Nothing that would be out because I have a bag of holding.
Here.
Nothing else to know? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So. This is going to
All
be
right.
a lot, isn't it?
We have to walk.
Yes. Well,
Another 30 minutes and we'll be there.
well, hold on. So, while we're walking, so only one god, right? Totally one god. Got it. But other forms of magic, other arcane means, are those a problem? Like,
I don't know.
would Salvator or I be a problem?
My magic isn't strictly religious either. Not recognizably, anyway. I'm no cleric or paladin or that sort of thing.
So it's interesting, right? Like, what?
It's just
What are the
arbitrary,
rules?
I think.
Yes, what are the rules? Why wasn't there like a... I don't know, why does this feel like there should be like a pamphlet? Like, here's your don't do. Or are we just all supposed to know?
Yes.
It's our belief that keeps us safe or something.
I'm sorry.
I would like to pratfall into... I'm gonna pick the one with the purple and pink hair.
Okay. So
Strong
you're kind of
is good
approaching and kind of stumbling into them.
Bong! I just bounce right off.
Can I make a dex check to steady them?
Yeah, so
Steady him?
here's what we're gonna do. So your immediate instinct as this individual begins to stumble into you is to attempt to steady them. Is that correct, Sunshine?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll acrobatics or athletics, your call on that one. Sloan, roll
Right.
deception to see how convincing this is.
Great.
It's a 24.
You sure as heck catch them as they kind of stumble.
17.
17. Okay. It's fairly convincing. Can I get passive insights on everybody?
My passive insight
Low.
is 18.
18.
17.
17.
11.
Salvator,
My goodness, you hurt yourself.
some idiot just stumbled into Sunshine. The rest of you, it seems a little bit weirdly calculated, but that is where, as Sunshine, you kind of catch this person on instinct and kind of look back at them.
You
Sloan,
alright?
please introduce your character. Who are we seeing?
Okay. You see held in a luxurious dip in Sunshine's arms, a very about 5'10", wispy, kind of lanky elven man. He is kind of like olive tone skin, just very slightly. Has this like very glossy, sort of dirty blonde hair that is parted in the middle and kind of like rests on either side. He has a pair of thick, round glasses that are sort of sitting askew on his nose. Very high cheekbones and a cut face, and is kind of sort of beneath his very nice clothes. He's dressed, finely, not ostentatiously, but he wears some nice clothing. Looks like maybe he works in some sort of official capacity, but nothing wild. And he, beneath all that clothing, you can tell, Sunshine, since you're holding him, he is all angles. This is the kind of person where it's like you're afraid to touch them because they're so sharp. You know how you sometimes your friend will sit on your lap and it's like, wow, you've got a bony ass. That's the guy.
I love that.
I'm getting Milo vibes from Atlanta.
Yeah.
Are you? That's weird. That's so strange.
Milo
And he,
I like how
he
quickly they
looks
picked
up
up
at
on
you.
that.
Oh, yeah,
We're an elf.
it's iconic. And he looks up at you with like these big blue eyes, and his ears give a little twitch. And he's just like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry.
Are you alright?
In Iridium's name, what happened?
Yes,
Did it right.
Feels a little dramatic.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for catching me. Oh my goodness. Here, and let me up. And is going to
We dust him off.
pull himself up. Oh yes, thank you so much. I was just coming forward because I heard you all talking, and it sounds like you're not from this city. Is that correct? Are you new?
Is correct. Can
But
I?
we do love a man, a town. Big ups to them.
Our name starts with an O, Salvator.
Oh, you should say that when you come in.
I'm confused.
We are in fact new. You were correct in your assertion.
Well,
What's your name?
Oh, you can call me Zan. Very nice to meet you. What are your names?
Sunshine.
Zahl.
That's so pretty. Zahl.
Demi.
Demi. Hi.
Hello.
I was wondering if you all would do me a favor.
Fascinating.
Catching you.
Yes.
What's
Yes.
the
Beyond
favor?
catching. See, I was coming forward to ask you something, and then I fell because. Oops. But no. What I was wondering is if you could perhaps I have an employer, and his whole sort of thing
What's
is kind of a tourism kind of thing. And I was really wondering if you could maybe let me give you a little bit of a tour, because I'm sort of new and I'm not technically working right now, but I am supposed to get a raise coming up here soon, perhaps. I've been asking for a very long time. But he won't give it to me because he says that my reviews are bad and I need to practice. And you are new, and so you're the perfect people to practice on. Could I please just give you a
None
little...
of this is technically
I've got a whole
lie.
spiel.
Oh, you poor thing. Well, I would love to give you a positive review. Who's your employer?
My employer is a wonderful man named Barnabas. He's right down the street. Actually, just down that way. Not down. It's up. It's up that way. Who? Barnabas Gulch. Yes, you can find him right up there. Kind of likes to sit up towards the higher parts because he likes to imagine himself a very highfalutin man. It's kind of a little bit of a uniform. You know, I like to practice on my off days, so... Wait, will you help me?
So, it's very obvious that this is a religious town where everything is interconnected and it's a theocracy.
Yeah.
Absolutely! Do you know where people preach the good word of Oridon? I would love to know where to get people's attention.
I mean, pick a corner, any corner, and he gestures around to the streets just around them.
Hearken unto me and hear of the good word of our Lord and Savior, Oridon.
Oh, that's Lacey. I like their preachings quite a bit.
Hello, Zen!
Very entertaining. Hi, Lacey.
What do you think? I would love a tour. I'd love to understand the city better, and this man seems to be very willing. There's this... It's very... I don't know. It seems pretty obvious that this is like... Maybe it's not obvious. I don't know.
We knew the fall was staged,
No,
right?
no. If you... Listen... If you're getting that vibe, you can just go ahead and assume that your character is getting that vibe.
Okay. I'm gonna go with it. Like, Sunshine wants to go with it, if that makes sense.
Is the hold on the tour? Is the hold on the tour?
Yes, of course. Oh my god.
Lovely. Can it start there?
On the inside?
So, like go all the way up and then make our way back down?
Yes. Since, we've already, walked a bit.
I mean, there is kind of there's a progression. It's like a book.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta start from the beginning and then get to the end.
Unless you're looking in a reference book, in which case you are looking for a very specific chapter.
Picking up the glossary.
We are also in the middle currently.
Yes.
Very good point. That is all very good points.
Yes.
Right.
Lovely.
Sure! Let's start with the hold.
Salvator's taking out a piece of paper at this point and says, what is your name again?
Zan.
Zan. All right, Zan. So far, you're
what
not
are you
very
writing?
sure-footed, and you need to start near the gate. But I will have a full review by the time the store is open.
Oh!
Yep. Yep. Knew that was coming.
We'll be thorough.
Oh, God.
And are we making one copy for Barnabas Gulch, or do you need multiple? Do you have multiple reviewers in this process?
No, just the one will be fine.
Perfect.
Very thorough. Thank you very much. But we're starting at the hold, so let's walk, shall we?
You can tell us about yourself instead of the city, since we'll be doing this backwards.
Oh, well, what do you want to know?
As you begin to walk up the wind.
Yeah. Well, how did you come to be here?
Oh, well, I was a bit of a traveler in my youth. I still will sometimes bob around from place to place. I just kind of landed here. It's hard to describe. I am a bit of a bookworm. I like to read. I like to, look around. I like to collect things. And so I was all sorts of things. I have a stamp collection. I also have some an array of very interesting rocks and gemstones from different geographical locations from this continent and beyond. And I have some buttons as well, vintage buttons actually. One of them is over 1,500 years old.
That's a lie.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
So that old. It's not a lie. I could show it to you.
I would love
It's not
for you
here.
to.
But eventually, you can come back to my house. We can have a party. What about you? How did you get here?
You walked.
It's
I
snowy.
mean, what did you? It's how did you get here?
Josh, I know that I rolled on history. I know that just a little reference for me. I rolled the history check that got us the information about this
theocracy,
place?
yeah.
Where did she hear it?
So you would have heard it likely in some sort of tale, right, regarding the theocracy itself, a more contemporary telling where the theocracy is referenced just in passing as a setting more than as a dive into the location.
Cool. I actually collect things myself, particularly stories, and this was a setting for one, so wanted to come see what the good word was all about.
That's amazing. I love artists. I love people who...
Sunshine's an artist.
Are you?
They're sketching Zan as the others are talking. Oh, I dabble.
It's very lovely.
Oh, I feel flattered. Oh my gosh. Well,
you have a striking jawline.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I get it from my mother.
Can I ask a question? How old do they look? Because they said in their youth, we have like reference for like sort of kind of other elves. Like, how old does Zan look?
I would say probably closer to like middle age.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Probably a couple hundred years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because like Oceanus looks like 30-ish and is like 250 years old, so I'm like trying to get like a gauge for how old this dude is.
It's hard to tell with the relatively ageless nature of elves, but between a couple hundred years and 400 years.
Yeah, he's not a shining font of youth. There are like signs of aging. Yeah.
Crow's feet.
So that
They're
you've traveled.
laugh lines. I like to think of them as laugh lines, actually. But yes, a little.
Do people who laugh a lot here in this place? That's good to know.
You're very new.
Well, one of my first experiences here with them trying to arrest people at the gate for having a piece of metal that wasn't shaped the right way.
Yes, you'll get used to that. Sometimes you'll just hear random, pops in the street because somebody snuck something in and they weren't supposed to have it. Things like that. Oh, sounds and
Interesting.
Spellcasting.
What's your relationship with the good Oridon? Tell me about your experience as a worshipper.
Iridian.
Yes.
Ariel.
Ariel.
Sorry, every time.
I love that.
Well, much like you, I'm assuming, I showed up to this town. It was kind of a new thing, and I fell right in with them, and I have been worshipping Iridian ever since. I'm not the most avid churchgoer. Some people go every day. I don't. It's a little much for me. But other than that, it's kind of an average...
Make a deception check
level,
for me.
Yeah.
Love.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. That's a Thor.
As you look at the way Zan is carrying himself, you're pretty sure he's never been to church a day in his life.
Respect.
Fascinating.
Things. What are you all hoping to do? Are you staying forever?
Oh, we're looking for the truth.
That was ominous.
Do most people stay forever?
They all float down here.
Forever for them. For a lifetime.
Dan, you said you had traveled other places. Where have you been? Besides here.
Jesus. I don't know any place names.
You would know an extensive number of place names.
Strange.
From the
Zanwood.
Plumage to ID to the Great Kingdoms, up into Kiolan, the Duchy of Oleg. You've been down to the Menawood, across the Relmore Bay. You've done some extensive traveling.
I'll say that. I will say that.
Oh,
and Sunshine,
interesting.
Sunshine and Demi, you would both know this sounds very accurate. This does seem truthful.
Oh.
So interesting. Is it upsetting to go to a place where people don't worship your god, who you love so much?
No.
No?
Not particularly.
That's lovely to hear. It is
But as I said,
counterintuitive, though.
I'm not like avid. Do you know what I mean?
You're not the
I'm a
poster
cool
child for Iridian.
No.
I'm a cool Iridian worshipper who's just chilling out.
Right. That had the same energy as, like, I'm a cool dad. Like, that had the same energy. I'm a cool parent. Right.
Did you want to go to church?
Why did we start at the hold?
Perfect. Amazing. Let's roll up to the hold.
As you continue to walk, about 20 minutes into the kind of walking, you will receive a sending, Zen.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get rid of them? Why are they here? Hurry the fuck up, Bernie. Come on.
In my head, I don't know why you sent me here. I'm working on it.
You get another sending.
Fuck!
Faster, faster, faster. Come on, just ascertain who they are, why the fuck they're here, and get rid of them. Just persuade them. Just, I don't know, tell them the guards are evil. I don't fucking know.
Fine. Shut up. I'm gonna get him out of my head.
Okay.
You know.
We know a
never
lot
mind.
of things, actually. What?
No. Never. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Ooh, is there a surprise?
This feels like going to be shanked in an alleyway.
I would love to see someone try.
I'm just saying. There were
Listen.
tours in Gryrax, too. Of an alleyway.
Would you like to step in an alleyway for a second?
No!
It's very. I would actually very much like to. I want to see where this goes.
If I was going to shank you,
Yes.
I would have done it already.
You would have tried, yes.
You'd probably kill me.
Why would I fight a group of people who are very clearly cut from the adventuring cloth?
You know what?
Such as
Sure,
you.
an alleyway. Why not?
Okay.
I'm following Salvator's lead here.
Yes.
Why
And-
not?
Alleyway.
Zan is gonna scooch on over to a dark little corner in between two buildings, kind of shuffle between a garbage disposal thing and the wall.
It's all, even the garbage here is immaculately well kept. It's all ordered and organized. It's,
I
again,
just should have rubbed my hand through it and like ruffle it up a little bit, make it out of order.
you gotta add a little chaos element to it.
Bastard. Okay. Listen. Gather close. Are you comfortable with?
You brought us in an alleyway. If we were,
Sure. Yeah.
Come here.
Right,
Huddle with
okay.
me. Huddle
No.
with me. We're a team now.
3 feet
Huddle in with
space.
me.
3 feet. back.
Sunshine joins the huddle and gives Zan the sketch of himself. All right, what would you like to tell us?
Thank you so much. Listen.
Yes.
You don't want to be here.
In
course
an
we
alley?
don't.
You're so insightful.
Thank you. No. I mean, you might want to be in an alley. I don't know if you'd want to be in an alley or not. I can't tell you that you want or do not want to be in an alleyway. But what I can tell you is that you don't want to be here in this alleyway. Not due to the fact that it is an alleyway, but due to the fact that the alleyway is present in this city.
So we don't want to be
insightful.
in
What
the
I'm
city.
saying? You don't want to be in the city,
Yes.
Why?
which is
Okay.
what I
Why
meant
do you
by
think
here.
that's true?
Because I am in this city and I know what it's like here, and I know that you all are not necessarily interested in living the Iridian lifestyle.
Oh God, no.
Perfect. Why would you don't want to be here? It's terrible. The guards. Do you remember the pops I was talking about? The guards every night they knock on your door and they say, "Blessings of Iridian," and you have to say it back, even if you're asleep.
Middle of the night. I actually might like this place. Let's just check. Are you open? Are you already now? We'll get your family.
Oh my god. It's barbaric. The guards, and if you don't do it, they come in and they take you by your ankles and they splash water on you and then they drag you through the street and hang you up by your toes in the dungeon. And
Why did they splash water on you?
because
the water
makes you so no, it makes you so cold. Have you ever had water? Like, do you see? It's snowing right now.
She just points at herself. Yes.
Well,
what? Yes. Water. Mm-hmm.
Do you ever get wet?
Do I ever what?
No, I didn't mean it like that. Not like that. No, I meant, do you ever, like, can you get wet? No. Can you, if somebody put a bucket of water on you, would you be wet or would you be dry? Because you are water. Have you thought about this ever?
Have I ever thought about it in my whole life if I can physically be wet? Do you think I don't
I would think about it all the time if I was made of liquid.
Why would you think about it all the time? You'd try it once and no.
Yes.
But it would haunt me. Wouldn't that haunt you?
No.
So, Zen, why do you want us to leave?
It's not that I want you to leave. It is
you
that
don't?
you want to leave. You want to leave.
Okay.
Zen trying to convince them to go is so good.
Right.
You want to leave because this is a terrible, terrible city, and
I go to
you
so
will,
many terrible places.
You
So
will
I
be
grew up
you will be
in
carried
one
through the
people
streets.
called terrible.
Through your
Really?
ankles
Yes.
and hung by your toes.
For how long?
Kinky. What do you want
Like
me
a
to
day?
say?
Long enough to be terrible. It's bad here. Yes, they start church at 3 a.m.
Is
every
this
morning.
why you get bad reviews?
It's not why you're getting this bad review.
I do have a tendency to take people into alleyways, but that's beyond the point.
Is
Do you
it?
know what? The reason I get bad reviews is because I'm taking new people around and telling them, get the fuck out of here.
Why don't you
Who's
leave?
leaving the reviews?
They stop by, either on their way into town or on the way out of town, and they say, Barnabas,
Oh.
I have a suggestion. You should
my
take them by the
microphone is
place.
slipping.
If you were looking to get people out of here faster, you could always take them on a tour of the toe-hanging place. That sounds pretty bad.
Oh, let's go
Allowed in
there.
Are you kidding?
Oh, yes.
Well, if you took us there first, I'd be a shoo-in to leave. Almost immediately. I like my toes.
I can't take you there. It's off limits.
Oh.
Zen, why don't you leave if it's so terrible?
Then how do the people with toes get in? This seems...
You're starting to feel, Zen, that this is a rock and a hard place.
Fuck.
This group, probably not going to leave. Your employer, yet again chimes into your skull. Feeling an awful lot of necromantic energy in the region. Is it gone? Come on, get going. Go, 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 go.
I'm trying! And he says that out loud.
Can I roll some sort of something to see if we know that that's sending? Like, if we, like, do we have any idea?
I'll make an insight check.
Yeah, because I'm like, Salvator and I both do that. That's an 18 plus 7? 25. 25?
He did just yell, I'm trying out loud, out of any sort of context that you would understand. You can speculate either way on that.
Voice in your head too loud.
Yes.
No.
Not yours.
What?
We'll check back in on that later. Okay.
All right, listen.
Yes.
Yes, it's time.
My
Be
employer doesn't
truthful
like
with
you, and she wants you to leave.
Who?
The person I work for.
Doesn't like us.
Or someone else.
Yes, my employer.
Usually people have to meet us before they decide they don't like us. It is very quickly afterwards, but they do usually meet us first.
Well,
Usually people don't like me
not for-
right
no.
away.
Well, they still have to experience you first.
I don't know.
doesn't
That
like you and
component
he wants
shop
to
lady
leave.
really doesn't like me, and I don't.
You have been there so many times.
What are you in this town for?
Sightseeing.
Tell me
The
that.
truth. And to deliver a message.
We're here for your boss.
No, we're not.
I am now.
Unless... well...
Why do they want me out of here so bad?
Yes, why us specifically with everyone entering?
I'm a bit insulted.
One of you is very off-putting.
He's
Well,
trying.
She's trying her best.
No, you. He's trying.
Excuse you. You see what I mean? It assumes it's me right off the bat.
Do we just want to test spreading the good word here with Zen and see if that's enough to piss off the person who we're supposed to deliver a message to?
Sure.
You could try.
How do you feel about the finality of death?
How do you feel about the god Nay rule? He who reaps souls.
I start praying.
We start praying
For the first time, Salvator.
You can practically feel the outrage coming through the sending spell.
Stop. Stop that.
Stop.
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 Yes.
Blessed Nerul, reaper of souls, mysterious
Stop it.
entity
Stab him.
hiding away.
Stab him.
Stop it. Stop.
Long may he reap souls.
Stab
We have
him.
something for him.
All right, fine.
Yes, we're trying
Please,
to
please,
get
please,
there.
please.
We have a present for him.
No.
Kind of. Yes, Salvatore has a present for him.
No,
If you,
Oh,
okay,
yes.
okay. I just
this looks
for a
honest.
second.
You look honest now.
All right, fourth time's the charm. Go ahead, tell us.
Say listen again.
Listen.
There we go.
Listen to me.
Listen.
Whoever you're trying to get this message to,
Nerul.
maybe I could. Don't say the name again. Maybe.
Give me a reason.
Because if you don't, I can help you with that.
Oh, lovely.
This time we can trust you.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What help?
But also, secondary favor, I need you to do something for me.
We're already working on the review.
It's
not the
going
review.
well.
How do we feel? I can guarantee you that this person who you're trying to get the message to, the person who we're not going to talk about, will get your message.
Mm-hmm.
But I need you to help me with something, and also please stop saying anything about it. Don't say anything else.
What
I
sort
really
of help?
want to.
I'm
Please
aware.
don't. What sort of help?
Well, I told you I like collecting things, and there's this little thing that I've had my eye on for a while.
I'm sorry.
What?
What is this becoming to you?
There's a thing that I've had my eye on. It's kind of cool, and I
Right.
want it
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
because I want to study it.
Mm-hmm.
It is a contract.
Nerd.
Oh.
You're a nerd.
I'm so sorry.
Some rocks and contracts.
Where is it? Why do you want to study it? Who is the contract between?
It is okay. Currently, it is at a parsonage in town. It's owned by one of the prelates, and it's kind of a sort of a big estate. There's lots of security, things like that. What were your other questions?
Who is the contract between? What is it for?
Oh, yes. It's between a person named Toth Maldel and a devil.
Ooh.
Do you say
Which
a
devil?
devil or the devil?
No, it's a devil.
Okay.
Which devil?
Curiosity.
Ooh. Wait.
This feels...
We've met someone named Curiosity.
You have met somebody named Curiosity.
Is that the one at the tattoo parlor?
It is the one at the tattoo parlor.
Fascinating. Why do you want that?
Because it's cool as hell.
Have you met Curiosity?
No.
Would you
They
like
gave
to?
me this tattoo, and they'll show the tattoo that they got.
Like
Incredible.
a little
This-
hop, skip, and a jump over to where he is.
Oh, I don't want to deal with him. I just want the contract. I collect a little bit more than buttons and stones. I'm really sort
Thank
of
God.
interested in relics and ancient sort of religious texts and trinkets and things of that nature. I'm very interested. I would love to have this contract. It would be wonderful. I want to study it. It'll help me with
Fascinating that you
questions
know it
I've had.
exists. How did you hear
Bouncing
about
around my
it?
head. Oh, I found out about it just through my usual ways. I have a tendency to dig into things where I don't belong, and I just kind of go looking for information. And yeah, I heard about it. Actually, I believe that I was flipping through. It was an old mythological text. Can't remember the author's name, but it was a little while ago, actually, and it wasn't very close to here. Happened to find it. I was going to throw the book away. It didn't seem like it had anything interesting in it, but then I happened upon this, and I actually had not seen that aspect of the myth ever spelled out before. I mean, people know about it, but yeah, so just kind
What
of found
aspect of the myth is that?
Where
So
do
the-
devils fit in?
The story goes that the contract was never signed, and thus remains open to be signed. And the individual that signs the contract.
Oh.
Nobody's been dumb enough to sign it yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give me
Now,
5 minutes.
I
and
will
something.
say, with your passive insights, Zan seems to be being completely honest through this entire exchange.
How fascinating that a prelate would have a contract between a person and a devil unsigned.
I know! It's so interesting, but I'm not as interested in that as I am in the thing itself. So, I really want to get my hands on it, and they won't mind because they'll be in less trouble, maybe.
Is this
They
all
will
like
mind because it's their possession, but
No, I think they'll be fine.
is this also something that your employer wants us to do, or is this just
No, this is a me thing.
Right, so Meru's not interested in this sort of work.
Stop! Stop saying that. Stop it.
You're certain that Nero would likely be outraged.
Gosh, don't say it.
I can say whatever the hell I
Off,
want.
Sean.
He is the master of words.
Sloan, just for you, they don't know this, but this is a side hustle.
Yes.
Perfect.
So, what do we think? Help me out? Maybe scratch my back a little bit, and I can.
our assistance is the thing that will make sure that this message gets to the god we're not talking about.
it's intended?
Yes. Right on the money.
This is a whole lot of running around for gods in a one-god city. We're doing a favor for one, we're finding another. We're ignoring the one that is actually worshipped here.
You came to the city, not me. Well, I did come here, but I've been here. I was here first.
Well, Salvator, if we need to get that to God who must not be named, I guess we do this?
I think that sounds like the only way we're going to get this done.
All right. So, do you know anything about the estate, where it's being kept?
Perfect.
If it's flammable.
Would you like to come back to my home?
Is that where it
Certainly.
is?
Well,
I would love the maps.
Yes.
Let's go.
Anywhere
Follow
but
me.
Sally.
Do.
Okay.
And he's gonna take
This
him
is
back
delightful.
to his little townhome, little row house. I've decided.
Perfect. It's like this beautiful marble-faced brownstone, so not a brownstone, but that sits like on not on the
Whitestone.
wind itself. Yeah, it's hey. Percy Girolo falls off the roof. As you
How'd that get there?
whoops, slipped. But this beautiful marble-faced Whitestone home that sits not on the wind itself, but nearby, just a few streets over. Small, very narrow, but enough for you to comfortably live quite easily.
Fantastic. Do. Opens the door.
Paid
go
for by the
inside.
state, Sloan.
Socialist.
This does seem
I'm
to
a
be
communist,
socialist.
actually. And open the door, walk inside. There are like 5 cats as soon as you go inside. Oh, hello, my babies. And he like gets down and
I dropped
are
my
they
religion.
They scatter.
We're not much for finality of death here, anyway.
Hello.
Things make a lot more sense now, Zan.
Now I get it.
Good
Okay. Up the stairs. It's a mess. Oh, you walk in and just plastered on all of the walls, you see maps and like newspaper clippings and pieces of paper that have weird sketchings on them, like relief sort of scratches of like ancient markings and shit, weird stuff that I for sure can't read. Maybe someone sees something there, I don't know, but there's like just shit all over the walls.
There's a
and
little
it's
bit
all
of
connected with,
Genothian
like,
in the mix.
Mhm.
Yeah.
with a little bit of like there's like green string and red string and yellow string. It's like all of the vertical surfaces in this home are covered Pepe Sylvia style.
Salvatore,
And-
I know you were saying that he's a nerd, but I imagine this is what your brain looks like.
Yes, not a physical space. I don't need it.
Just say.
I would never do this to a room. It's all locked away in my safe.
Huh.
He has
Look
no
for
notes.
anything about EUs.
You look for anything about Ias. Make a perception check for me. Or investigation, in fact. You're looking for a specific topic.
Whenever Zan isn't looking, I
Yeah.
switch some of the pins.
13.
13.
Fuck you.
Make
I
a
have to pick up on that,
Make
right?
a stealth check, and I will
Not
say you
being
can roll
stealthy.
perception. For you, Button, with a 13, there is
God.
a metric shit ton of disparate information, none of it which makes recognizable sense to you, everywhere. You see the word Ias, but it's outside of any sort of context that really aligns with anything, and it seems to be organized based on Zan's perspective of finding magical trinkets and less on the history of the world.
Is there anything about the Tillen Bolt?
There would not be.
Cool.
What was that sleight of hand, Sean?
7.
What was your perception there, Zan?
I rolled a 22.
you see Salvator going to move some of your shit.
I slap his hand viciously.
What? They were out of order or something.
Don't touch it!
All right.
Don't touch it. It's mine.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Keep track of this. And I'm gonna go and I get a map and I bring it over to a table that's got coffee ring stains all over it, and I unroll it and you see a little layout of a big old estate, and it has like Prelate Jacqueline Pates written up in like the top corner. There are 2 stories that are detailed on the building. And
Nice.
Ah, yes, the blueprints of the building.
And Zan begins to describe it to you. I don't know if it would be better for you to describe it or me, Josh.
I can do it if you want, my friend. You have crude drawings. They're not exact blueprints, but designed off of your conversations with the scullery maid from the estate. It is like you said, 2-story building, although they did allude to a lower surface or a basement, possibly. They had never been there or been able to ascertain how to get there. But they did mention this 2-story estate with parlors, sitting rooms, dining areas, and then a second floor with 3 balconies that ring it. The most distinct thing about this house, which would have been shared with you, is that even in the dead of winter, snow and cold does not seem to touch it. It remains in a perpetual state of springtime. It sits on the northwest side of town among some of the more landed estates. Again, in the city, things are pretty close quarters. It wouldn't be considered a large acreage, but there is a little bit of a yard where most of the homes here are akin to yours. These sort of townhomes.
And whose estate is this?
Jacqueline Pellet Pates. Jacqueline, it might be Jacqueline. Jacqueline Pates. Pates. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's Pates. Prelate Pates. Although you guys get the information that Zang gives you. Sorry, Sloan, I'm just can't.
Oh no, please. Step in at any time. Are meant to be muted, John?
I was talking to Milo.
Oh.
Do you have a sense of where this item might be in this estate?
I have a hunch that it's probably somewhere close to the center, perhaps on the 2nd floor, near his office, possibly locked away. And, well, I mean, I've done this a bit, so I'm kind of used to where people usually think to hide things. It's not as secret as they like to think. Eventually, you start to see the patterns. But yes, most people will go for something closer to the center, and they'll have it in a nice, locked-up box, because they think that that is the most appropriate way to guard the thing that they are trying to guard.
The other piece of information you would have is that the family is currently away on vacation.
So that makes it easy?
So why do you need our help?
It is very clearly magical. Very magical.
Listen, I'm very good at doing these kinds of things. Oh my. I'm very good at doing these kinds of things. However, it never hurts to have a little help. And I just want it really badly, and so I don't want to fuck this up, and I don't want to be hanging by my toes in a dungeon, so...
Really caught up on the toes.
Yes. So, when you said you collect things, did you steal all of these things?
Sorry.
The eyebrow raise was powerful. Holy shit. Sorry.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
One more time, Demi.
So, when you say you collect these things, how many of them are stolen? Since you're very good at this.
Most of them.
Your favorite thing you've stolen?
my favorite thing that I've stolen. I couldn't choose. They're like my children. Please.
No, they're like someone else's children that you've taken.
Yes.
They don't. They're fine.
Oh my.
Fascinating.
These things get moved around by all kinds of things, right? Weather can blow them away. I've seen a painting roll across a flat plain driven by 60-mile-per-hour winds, all by itself, just rolling along. The fucking painting just being blown away. The house that it was in, the house was destroyed by a tornado. And the painting just started rolling and it never stopped. And I watched it and I walked behind it. I walked beside it, me and the painting.
My walk with painting.
we became teammates, party members of a sort. I'm sure you all can relate to that.
No, I've never had a furniture companion. I'm so sorry.
It's not furniture. It's
Salvator
art.
tends to fly. He doesn't really roll along.
Oh.
But things get moved around all the time. It's the natural circle of life. And at some point in everyone's life, they find themselves in my hands.
All right. Are there differences we should be worried about?
Not in a weird way.
Listen.
In a totally normal,
Yes.
not at all weird way.
Yeah.
Are there any defenses?
What, you never put your hands on your friends ever?
No.
Not Salvatore.
Gross.
No.
Disgusting.
Oh.
What's wrong with you?
Only with their
Pervert.
consent.
Only with their consent. Of course. Anyway, somebody was asking a question?
Defense.
Yes, about
I
the
think most of us
defenses.
asked
What
the same
Sunshine
thing.
said.
So, one more time?
The defenses around this estate.
Yes,
You know what
let's
they are.
talk about those.
I see why you need assistance.
I'm sorry, when I have more than one auditory input, I get confused.
So in regards to defenses, Sloan, you're fairly certain, and this is kind of the problem for you, this is a larger score clearly with magical defenses. There is very apparently some sort of warding on this building.
Yes. And I don't know. One of you is made out of water. I thought you'd probably be magical. You're a dragon too.
Hi.
Very helpful.
I'm sorry.
How dare you?
I apologize. Have you ever met a Genasi before?
Of course I have.
Were you this rude?
Was that rude?
Oh my.
Oh.
Okay.
You know, so tomorrow if I prep Dispel Magic, that should maybe help.
I love. We're just gonna skate right now. Was
There's a lot
that
of
rude?
skating going on.
This will only end in you being hurt. I just want to keep going.
Maybe not physically.
Dispel magic would be so helpful. So helpful. I don't have that.
What
I can't
can you do?
dispel.
I can tomorrow.
Oh, well, I am very good at talking to people. I
Ask them for it.
Really?
Yes, very good at talking. I just kind of have a way, you know?
Right.
I have no idea what you're talking
A
about.
bumbling charm.
My review begs to differ.
I am pretty slippery. And I'm pretty handy with these. And he pulls from nowhere a set of thieves' tools.
We have needed you in so many instances.
Talking about the absolve.
I cannot. Once I figured out I can do it with magic, it was significantly easier. But Zahl likes to try, yes.
He sticks his tongue out while he does it. It's hilarious.
Who's all?
Me.
You all?
I sometimes speak in the third person for dramatic effect.
I'm also pretty good at being able to tell when people are lying, so
He's lying.
don't worry about that.
Well, you're also not very good at lying, so there's a trade-off there.
Yes. I'm very good at lying.
Right.
Yes.
I have accomplished my goal. Almost.
You have.
So,
With honesty.
and
Not
lying.
No.
No, the lying was a part of the plan the whole
Not
time.
really.
Listen. Mayroll.
And it's all going according to plan. So,
This
Here
goes
we
about
are.
as well as our plans.
and
last plan worked.
I get a fun little trinket out of it when we're done, which is very exciting.
Are you going to
So-
sign it?
A trinket.
I'm going to sell.
Are you going to
no.
sign it? No.
Why would I do that? No.
Then
I
keep
don't
it
want
away
to look
from
at it.
Salvator.
Yes,
I mean,
the one who
Zahl.
wants to put his hands all over my pins.
Yes. Salvatore would sign it in a heartbeat if he was here. That fool. Keep it away
Instead,
from him.
Zahl will.
I'll sign it for Zahl. For me. Third person.
Oh
Wow, can't imagine that would cause any problems, especially given where he is right now.
no! Yeah, I can't imagine.
Halfway through the court here.
Our bad, Adam.
They're like,
Just grows
what the
demon wings.
fuck?
It's
That's weird. That's a weird new thing that's happened. Excellent. We're all feeling good and confident about. I can get us through
To
most
the
of the
building.
things.
Yes.
from what
Get
I'm
us
hearing.
through it.
You can get us
and
through the
around.
whole building.
Not the whole. No, not the whole building. That's what you all are here for. But most
Right.
of it
Okay.
will be really,
All
really
right.
fun, and we'll be in and out with nothing bad happening or anybody noticing us, even having been there.
That seems
Yes.
likely.
What if we just burned it down?
No.
No, then you would burn the contract down.
It's from hell. It's probably going to be fine if it's on fire a little bit.
You would be surprised.
I don't think I would.
So are we thinking we do this tomorrow?
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely. Okay. Are you fine with us staying here tonight then?
Roomies?
I was actually going to show you
Oh,
something, but if
yes.
you'd like to come with us, yes. Would
Wait, I thought
You-
you were staying here.
we are? I will. Are you arcane inclined at all?
A little. And he pulls out, again, from nowhere, just a long rapier, and it's got a little bit of fire spitting off of it.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
right.
cute.
Salvatore.
Thank you.
Ah.
Wiggles it
so-
back and forth, so it kind of goes like.
Like a sparkler.
I love him.
This is very good.
Character is
Ah.
phenomenal.
What time is it? I guess exactly, Josh.
At this point, it's about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
So, yes, if you'd like us to stay here, I'll actually just, when it's time to go to sleep, I can arrange for a place for us to. You don't have to worry about like beddings and things. But if you're good with us being in this house, then yes.
Oh, sure.
I'll also provide dinner for the night.
Do you sleep? He looks directly at Salvatore.
Of course not. It's for the weak. No offense.
I'm gonna. Can you make sure he doesn't touch my pins or anything else?
I won't even be
Neither
near
of
this
you?
place, I'm assuming.
No, you won't.
Don't worry about it.
I'll show you when it's closer to night if we want to just.
Perfect. That sounds fine.
All right. Well,
Do you want dinner? It's a really nice place that serves seafood that comes from somewhere mysterious that I don't know.
Oh, bless.
seafood here.
Mm-hmm.
Seafood here cannot be.
Well, like I said, I don't know where it comes from. And I know a lot of things.
Probably.
I would love to pick your brain because you do seem to know a lot of things. Have you ever been to EU's?
Have I been there? What do you think?
Eos? Absolutely not.
No. Can't
Get
say that I
fucked.
have.
Very weird question to ask, in fact.
Yeah. That is kind of weird. Are you from there?
No.
Do I know anything about EUs?
It is a very hostile region of the world to most individuals. A place that blurs the line between Bator and the Primaterial Plane, the Nine Hells.
Can I ask, what about my appearance made you think that maybe I would be from there?
You are looking for a contract with the devil.
You know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. Yes. Fair enough. Fair enough. No, no, I have not been there.
All right.
Oh my.
How did you hear about this contract?
Oh, I just found it in a thing.
Interesting that you found it and don't have it.
Sorry, you had missed this earlier, but he had been explaining that he read about it. Sorry, Button. Just to clarify that context.
Oh, you found it in what text? Sorry, you said in a mythology.
Yes. It was a yes. As I said, well, okay. Maybe I can remember. Hold on.
Normal memory.
I think it was.
Make a history check for me.
I was gonna just bullshit it, but
you can if you want to. Have at it if you've got something.
Well, I did roll a history check that I think is a 71, a 21.
I added them together.
It was a 21. So if you want to give me something for that, I will take it. Otherwise, I'm going to bullshit.
So the circles that you travel through, there tend to be registries and records of traded items that are illicitly traded. This has never been a piece that was shared in a museum. It has never rightfully belonged to anybody. It has passed from private collection to private collection like a piece of stolen art. You found its mention and location in one such registry.
Oh, in a registry. Gotcha. I was confused for a second. I was like, how the fuck did he know it was at this dude's house?
Sloan didn't have that information. That's on me.
Gotcha.
Yee.
Sorry, Sloan.
Oh, it's fine.
I also scribbled this map for you guys based on what I assume to be the skill of your Zan.
My artistry?
Well, maybe I didn't do you justice, but there's a very basic, crude drawing in the voice text chat for it.
Oh, voice text chat. Ooh. Sorry, I said ooh because I did eat what I like to call a Sinner's pizza right before we started this. And it includes a lot of hot sauce and also jalapenos.
Oh no, buddy.
Oh my god.
It's like hot sauce, jalapenos, olives, pineapple, mushrooms, red pepper.
That does sound like a sin, yeah.
So, you guys
it's very tasty, though.
Spend the evening conversing at this seafood restaurant?
Why don't I said dinner on me, right? This is, as much as the town is great, let's not draw attention to ourselves anymore. Salvator's already, relaxed.
I would love some seafood.
Well, we can do that in where it tastes like it's supposed to. I don't trust seafood this
That's
far
a
out.
good assumption.
I don't trust seafood. How? Anyway. I think she takes out her little tiny door and she sets it down and it makes the larger door and she plays the 7-note scale and you see this very large stone door with a dragon Ouroboros on it open up into red curtained hallway. Welcome to our home away from home. This is
that another plane?
Yes. Yes, it is.
It's a dimension door?
Well, I also can do that, yes, but this is different. Welcome to the Harmonic Hall. There's a guest room for you at the end if you'd like, or you can stay.
Wow. He's gonna run inside.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Well. All right. What?
I quickly only switch one pin.
No, the fuck you don't. Fuck you.
I followed immediately to just sew down this main hall. These are all, specific rooms. I think the door that you see at the end of the hall past our rooms is a very plain just dark wooden door with I think it has a scroll on it, a map kind of scroll. She's that seems like a him thing, and it's just here you go. It's yep, it'll just, and she opens it and it essentially just looks like a recreation of your house down to her keen mind detail of the things she saw around the room.
The red string and all.
The red string and all. There you are.
One pin is out of place because Demi remembers Salvator moving.
I didn't see Salvator move it, so it's not because I followed
gotcha.
him right in. But if I had seen it, yes.
This is amazing.
So
Wow.
back up. Thank you. Back up the hallway to the left. We have where we eat. You can essentially ask for anything. We'll go talk more in there, I assume. And there's, a library and a training area. I'm
gonna look around.
Okay. Yes. The doors that aren't
Going
open to you
straight
will
to
be
the
closed.
library.
Okay. Yeah, she has a whole library. It essentially looks like Josh describes the Catacombs library a little bit, and then also a mix of the Greyhawk, but it's just shelves and shelves of books, so it doesn't look empty. And there's 2 desks on either side. There's like a white wood with blue detailing, and then there's a dark wood with like red detailing on it. That's Salvator's. That's mine. Unfortunately, it's not as full as it looks. It's just books that I remember. So, look about, I suppose.
Cool. I'm gonna go look and see if there's anything fancy in here. And we don't have to arcade if you don't want to, but he's gonna.
There's quite a few texts in here, just because this group has poured through many a library that have kind of registered to Demi's brain at this point. There are quite a few unique texts. Are you looking for anything in particular, Sloan?
Anything that is weird, niche, religious shit. Or even adjacent to religious shit.
Make an investigation check for me.
Fucking swagging book.
Ooh. That's gonna be a 22.
The most prevalent religious texts, just based on proximity, are all focused on death and the machine of death. There's a number of references to Weejoss across texts that Demi has interacted with. Erigol, Tath, and there is a book that I believe Sunshine brought to their attention that does denote Nerul briefly. Is that correct, Button?
Yeah, I think Demi also studied Serdware on our last visit to Greyhawk.
I did.
There is other stuff like Serdware and a bunch of other gods too. Seth's
but there's
in
one
there,
that mentions Nerul.
But there is a text that mentions Nerul in regards to contextually interesting to you, because there's a lot of different gods they've come in interaction with. I'm just prioritizing based on.
Yeah, the Nerul text is very like conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
So, is this book real?
So to explain, anything in this library is a book that I have read. My mind will copy it, essentially. You can read it while you're here, but you cannot take it out. So the physical book, no. The book, in the context of the entirety of the world, yes, it exists. It's in a library in Greyhawk.
Library at Greyhawk?
Yes.
Which
I'm sorry?
Which aisle?
You cannot get in there.
You can't get in there. Trust me.
Why?
You'll be killed.
By
For
the
trying.
librarians?
Currently, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, the person who owns that library is watching you.
Yes.
So.
Just that particular text is very odd. There's a lot of conspiracy theorist stuff. Sorry, Salvator's here. I followed him. There's a lot of conspiracy theorist stuff about Nerul, the Society of the Serpent, lots of odd stuff.
Do one of you own the library?
No, there's just an acquaintance who knows us that watches us to make sure that we're not doing anything world-ending that he does not approve of. And he owns the library. I'm gonna look Zen like right in the eye with 7 other people.
Make a history check.
Not really supposed to let people know we're working with them.
It's fine.
But
I'm just trying to get him to stop talking. Yeah.
21.
unkillable or inaccessible, die of touching it, Greyhawk, 8 individuals. The Circle of the Eight is a very well-known and prolific organization of leadership upon the city, or upon the continent of Flanace. Seems like Demi is likely alluding to that.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
You may read it here if you'd like.
What happens if you spill coffee on these?
You don't. Well, do you mean inside here?
Yeah.
It's fine. You can just come get another copy if you'd like, or...
Do the copies just keep?
Yes.
Is that true?
She reaches towards it's just like there's multiple copies of every book because
I don't like that
obviously she hasn't read enough.
Walk over to a bookshelf.
It works like I do have it. I think the best part is I have it written down that if books stay out too long, they immediately get put back on the shelf.
Can I look for something that they've mentioned but I've never read?
Sure.
Theodore Solomore's journals.
Sure.
If Josh will allow it, they'll be here.
Yeah. I mean, they are a thing you read, and you said everything you've read is categorized here, so there you go. I don't have those directly in front of me, but...
That's fair. They just are like, I didn't realize that this existed. This is amazing.
Thank you. Welcome to How My Brain Works.
All the books
go
back.
They all get put back onto the shelf.
What the heck?
It's Salvator proof. Like my brain.
Well, wonderful.
What would you like for dinner? Because that's
Who
down
wrote
the
this?
hall.
Oh, yes. Is there an author's name on this, by the way?
On that book, I don't believe was there.
There was a
author's name?
multi-authored
I
book,
didn't
believe.
get an author name.
I don't think
Cool.
there was one.
That's
You
fine.
alluded to it being like multiple people writing down.
Yeah, like it was a bunch of folks writing testament, essentially.
Cool. All right. Well, yes,
Sorry,
let's
guys.
get dinner.
We're at the point in the campaign where we've had 800 different texts manifest at some point.
Dinner.
All right. She takes them back down the hallway, left of the entrance, and it starts to sound like a tavern. And it opens up into, for the audience and Sloane, a perfect replica of the Snapping Lion Inn in Saltmarsh, where the party first met.
Oh, this is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
So if I want something, do I think it? Do I say
Oh,
it?
right, sorry. Yes, actually. And there's little, tuning forks on hanging on the doors, and you can use them to call as well. And when they walk in, there is an invisible servant, dressed in tavern attire that you could tell them.
Do I
Just
think it or
floating
say
clothes.
Yeah. You could just tell them what you'd like.
it? Okay. Can I please have... What? Can I get anything?
If I know of it, it will be decently correct.
Have you ever had rice pudding?
Probably. Yeah.
Can
Yes.
I just get a big bowl of that?
Sure.
He's so cute.
What would you like to drink?
No, that'll be fine for now.
Okay. All right. What does everyone else want? Sunshine?
I'll do the same.
Yeah, button! Yeah!
I'll also
never
get rice
consumed-
pudding.
This is all it's
All right. Because he said so, 4 rice puddings, I'd like mead, or actually I'd like mulled wine. Thank you very much. And she'll also summon Bims. You can have Salvator's because you know he's not going to eat it.
That's rude. I ordered it.
But you won't eat it.
I don't
This
want
cute
it.
little
Delightful
face.
little creature.
This is Bims.
Where did you get him?
Long story. But adopted. off of essentially a pirate vessel.
Interesting. Wow. You are so cute.
Go say hi, Bims, if you'd like.
Trundles in towards you, kind of plops on the top of your head.
Oh.
Head comes down and kind of looks you right in the face upside down.
No.
He's, almost like your cat.
So cute. Yes. Sorry, David, love him. My cats! I forgot to feed them!
You can leave and come back.
They'll start eating my notes. He'll run back. He'll run back, eat his cats, and then come back. And they will eat
and you have your rice pudding
bowl
and mulled wine, yes.
of rice pudding. And will fully just plow into it. Just like, it's unsettling how heartily this man consumes his rice pudding.
It's pretty decent rice pudding, too. Demi's eaten at a lot of restaurants.
Stan.
I travel.
Yeah. Well?
Where are you from?
Oh, like originally?
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, I don't know.
Is Zan saying that or is Sloan saying that?
No, Zan's saying that. I really
Perfect.
don't. My parents were also kind of travelers, and I'm pretty sure I was just kind of born in the woods one day.
Meeting.
Came out immediately covered in dirt.
Your poor mother.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Sort of. Yeah.
All
Wood
right.
chips everywhere. It was. It's a story she liked to tell quite a bit.
Lovely.
It was very embarrassing. Luckily, we didn't see each other that much, so.
What?
And now we don't see each other at all. She's dead.
Oh!
Yes.
That makes sense.
Ah. Ha!
Circle of life, you know.
Finality of death. We know of it.
Don't worry, she's in a better place.
Stop.
You don't have to say that to me. Anyway.
Right.
So, I will say, if you guys don't have anything else to discuss, you settle in for
Yes.
the evening, able to consume your food, and settle in for a long rest, which is the plan, correct?
Yeehaw.
All right. And as you settle in for a long rest, what we'll do is we will go to an early break, but we'll be back shortly, guys. Give us about 10 minutes for folks to do their things and stuff, and we will return, with more Conundrum Company. While we're away, make sure to enter that Skull Splitter dice giveaway !win will get you entered. Sean, I see you raising a finger.
It's not an early break. The time reset when it stopped.
Oh, so we've actually been at this for quite a while. Yeah. That's great.
It's like the exact time it's supposed to be.
Perfect. Go team. So we'll see you guys in a minute. Okay. Be right back.
Bye. Bye.
See and hear you.
5, 4. Oh,
Hi, everybody.
hello.
I don't know why that 10 threw me off. I wasn't anticipating.
You really almost, like, the three of us almost let it go, and Sloan was like, no.
Not letting it happen. Never. Oh, hey everybody, welcome back to Conundrum Company.
Hello.
Hello.
We've got our wonderful guest, Sloan, here joining us. Adam isn't with us. He's over at C2E2 doing cool stuff. So you're with us. When we left for break, our companions had settled in for a night's rest inside Demi's Harmonic Hall in preparation for helping out their newly found acquaintance Zan, who has promised that if they scratch his back, he'll scratch theirs. A little tat-a-tat. Helping them out. If they help him with a little heisty poo, then I don't know why I said that. I don't know why I'm talking like this. But anyway, then Zan has a line to their target. He who shall not be named.
Voldemort?
Yeah, that's the one. So yeah, with that, you find yourself waking inside of the Harmonic Hall. Refreshed, spells changed for those of you whom can, and ready for the day. Pass it back to you.
Ready to go. Does anybody have anything they need to do? Or are we good? I'm ready.
All right, then let's go.
I'm fine. Are we just walking up there?
Well,
How
there's
far
like...
is it?
It's about 20 minutes to the north side from here.
Yes.
Pass without a trace on everyone.
Smart.
There is a sort of underground tunnel network that kind of leads into there, but I don't know where the entrance is exactly, so we're going to have to do a little bit of looking around. Yeah. Did I not mention that?
No.
Sorry. Sorry.
No.
I must have slipped my mind. Yes. Did you see the little X's that were all around? There were like little X's just randomly around the page. Those were kind of like markings of places I had gone. I sort of split it up into quadrants. I haven't gone to all of them yet. I've been checking, but so.
Right.
Actually, today's a perfect day to go check. So, let's do it.
Today's not the right day to check. Today's the right day to know.
Well, we're going to know once we check.
Okay.
So, where are you guys going?
We're following Sloan, apparently.
Yeah, and I am going to lead them up to wherever this house is, this big old estate.
Sure, yeah. So as you kind of make your way across town, Sunshine did provide you guys with Pass Without a Trace. Are you trying to be stealthy right now, or are you just having your magical tracks covered?
Yes, let's go under the radar.
Okay. Roll stealth for me, party.
Right.
Ooh!
Give me this. And Pass Without Trace does +10, correct?
That's correct. Oh, and Salvator gets his rolls. Thank you, Athena. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
11 and 19.
32.
I get 2.
Oh, sorry.
You've been bad this.
And a 6.
Nice.
And what were those? I'm sorry, Button, what was yours?
22.
22?
I keep rolling 22s.
You do. Parker?
32.
Jesus. Okay.
I rolled a 19.
What do we got, Sean?
31.
And last but not least, Sloan?
I'm pretty sure that's a 41.
Bro,
Hell yeah.
As
we
you guys
lose track of him.
are beginning to walk, you realize that, yeah, your friend Zan is actually no joke in regards to the statement of being slippery. The only reason you're able to follow is that he is choosing to reveal himself to you. There are regular instances where you think he's gone, and all of a sudden he's standing next to you.
Hello.
This is out in the open in broad daylight. Yeah.
Easy.
You were impressive.
Thank you. I try. And just gonna go up to the sort of like outskirts of this place and continue looking for any signs of an entrance.
So, as you make your way up towards the estates, it becomes these kind of still snow covered, but nicely appointed. Single, like 2-story homes, but single standing, not affixed to each other, no shared walls. With these sort of stoned walls around them. These aren't estates in the nature of like sprawling lands with like immaculately catered grounds. There are pretty gardens around them, but it is still very urban in this space. As you make your way forwards, you kind of come up on this cobbled street, eventually stopping outside of a home. And give me just a second here to do Josh things.
Josh things.
The worst. We hate them.
Okay. Stop that.
No, we love them. Now is the time for our regularly scheduled commercial break, where we tell you about things and also stuff that you can pay for to receive services of uncertain description.
We have a merch store.
Immensely powerful merch is available in the merch store.
If you scroll down a little bit, you guys will see where you approach this estate from, based on...
Ooh, map!
Map.
This looks so nice.
Flowers.
And garden.
So as you approach, it is immediately obvious that there is a section here where the snow just doesn't seem to reach, and it is the grounds of this home. You see this kind of older, but very well kept, albeit just slightly being allowed to overgrow stone wall that is a low, solid stone portion with stone pillars and a wrought iron fence between them. There is a wrought iron gate that sits right here. Allow me to ping for you. Sitting right here. And you do see, again, these windows that run the length of it. The first story goes up, and then there is a slate roof that kind of pitches back a little bit to meet a smaller second story that leads up from the home from there, which again then pitches kind of upwards to the pinnacle of the roof of this structure. But you do see this sort of estate here. And based on the kind of scrawlings from Zan that I dropped in the voice text chat, you know that this is the first floor, front side, so oriented the exact same way if you're looking at those in regards to basic understanding of the floor plan. There are a few people on the street. This part of the city is nowhere near as busy. It's quite residential and a little more quiet. There is a guard presence everywhere you guys go. But again, it is nowhere near as thick here, and nobody has noticed you with your collective stealth check being, on average, somewhere around a 30.
Right.
Problem.
I open the gate.
We're a problem.
Okay.
No, you
The gate does just swing open. It is not locked.
Look at that. I solved this puzzle.
If they would like... I don't know if the party's waiting, but Sunshine will start ritually casting Detect Magic. Unless he's actually just, like, strolling up to the house.
I think Salvator just opened the gate.
I still want to know.
Sunshine stops and begins to ritually cast. Salvator, as you swing the wrought iron gate open, it does swing open.
Don't do that.
This is easy. I don't know why you needed help. It's pretty easy.
I told you we're looking for the entrance to a tunnel.
Oh. Why don't we just go knock on the door?
Because we can't do that.
And why is that?
We don't want to be seen here.
I don't plan on being in this town very long, so I can do it.
Okay, well, I have to deal with the outcomes of these actions, so please don't.
Can I look for an underground, like, tunnel-y thing?
Sure, make a perception check.
Don't,
from, like, where we
don't do that. If you do that, I'm not going to take you to see him.
26.
Who's that?
You know who I'm talking about.
26.
Demi, as you see Salvator baiting your new companion, you do not see any access points to any sort of underground tunnels in this general vicinity, and you are quite certain that you would have picked them up. You are thorough in that investigation.
Are you sure there's an entrance?
Yes, I heard it from the scullery maid.
Right.
I just don't know where it is.
Would it be such a bad idea to go through this gate that Salvator has opened and maybe look on the other side of the building?
Salvator's at the front door, like hand
I'm
raised.
literally at the front door holding my arm up like this.
Because staff of buildings usually have like an entrance towards the back.
Yes.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Salvatore, we're going to try the back first. Don't knock,
Sneak into
please.
it.
All right.
Thank you.
Are you going to let Sunshine finish their spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. If we're just chilling, like, hidden.
Sunshine.
Mhm.
As the detect magic finalizes for you, there is magic all over the entire structure. Most prominently, abjuration, though there are a number of schools in play here, and they are layered on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other. This is not single spells, this is multiple spells placed in various locations, suffusing throughout this entire structure, even on this floor alone. Most prominently, you would be seeing magical signatures coming from around the windows of the structure.
All right, they'll pass that on. Is any of it enchantment? The magical weather seems like it.
There are certainly enchantment inlaid in this, but it is less of a specific signature that you're seeing and more a residual effect in that regard.
Hmm.
Yeah. The ground is not enchanted as it stands.
Okay.
Can I?
And
real
the
quick,
windows are... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The windows are abjuration? That's what...
Abjuration and... God, let me pull up. This is the joy of the schools, is that they don't exactly apply when you start putting... And what was your question, Sloan, while I'm doing this?
I just have another thing that I want to do once they're done.
Perfect. Stop at you. Abjuration, divination would be the two primaries in that space.
Ah, alrighty. The windows seem abjurative and divinative in nature, which is interesting.
So they can look at us?
I do imagine it might be some sort of scry ability. Yes.
Oh.
Then we
And
can't
also
just
a
go.
ward. Yes.
Let me just take another look around. Josh.
Yeah.
I would like to real quick use my Unerring Eye ability.
Okay.
As an inquisitive rogue. So as an action, so I guess that's like 6 seconds a turn. You sense the presence of illusions, shape changers not in their original form, and other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet of you. If you aren't blinded or deafened, you can use this feature 2 times per long rest. I just want to check. I
So
know
on the
that we just did a
facade-
detect magic.
What does this look like for you as you do it?
Oh. He's just looking. Like
It's just
he's
his own competency. That's
Yeah, just like this isn't like a magic thing. This is just him. I was gonna describe this earlier. I guess I can do this now. But I literally was just thinking like the thing that he would be looking for is anything to indicate that there is magic being used or magic being used to like obscure something around him, because he has done specifically a lot of work in areas that are especially tied to like religious ancient stuff, and like there's a lot of magic kind of rolled up in there, and so there are signs when people use magic to obscure things.
You are familiar with
and so he's
glyphs,
looking around.
Glyphs, runes, other scrawlings and etchings, or magical symbology, wards,
Right.
pieces of paper, all sorts of different elements. And as you look extensively for those, there are markings on the doors and on the window frames that might relate to the abjuration. But there is also a distinct lack of annotations to spells that would align with what Sunshine just shared regarding the magical schools. Almost as if there's something else going on within the home.
What? So like the symbols are not representative of abjuration ends?
There are symbols that are showcasing the application of spells, but there are not enough symbols to justify what Sunshine is articulating having seen.
I think there might be more going on as well. I've seen a couple of things like this, maybe before.
Like a lair.
It's well, you know how sometimes people will hide things, but they don't expect you to look for the signs that they hit them, and then you end up finding the thing because, sometimes the thing is missing or you can't find it, and you just track around it and find all the things around it, and then by finding those things, you're able to find the other thing that you were looking for in the first place.
Can you give me the specifics of what you found and didn't find?
Well, not right now, but
okay.
That's kind of what this looks like a little bit. There's something missing here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why I really want to go in a tunnel, because I don't fucking trust walking up to this house.
That's fair.
Can I see any tunnels? Any hidden doorways?
Based on Demi's roll, you're not seeing anything in this general proximity.
Damn. Shit.
Can we go around the side and the back now that Sunshine is done?
Yeah, we're going to persist with your stealth check that you've already taken. As you kind of make your way around the backside of the home, quite stealthily, oh lord, sorry. Kind of sticking to the shadows, following the lead of your roguish friend, the back patio of the structure is revealed.
Nice.
You see on this side of the home, there are these kind of built-in windows that run the length of this structure. However, you do see also a single figure who has not noticed you guys.
Ooh.
1 moment. You are welcome to put your tokens down if you like. It's not that big. Sorry. Boop. Aww. You see a single figure as you're watching, even at this distance. They're not trying to conceal themselves. There is a heron gun. These large rabbit-like ears, this kind of mottled gray color, that is leaned over one of these flower beds and seems to be working quietly in silence. They are wearing fairly kind of common clothing, though a little bit dirtied and worn with grass stains and kind of the remnants of vegetation and garden work.
Okay.
Maybe we could interrogate them for information.
What?
Oh, or we could leave them out of it. Can I cast Find Traps? The space looks like it's about 120 feet across. So I should be able to get...
Sure, yeah. Does it show through, thick stone surfaces? What does Find Traps look like for you?
You sense the presence of any trap within range that is within line of sight. So that's fair. That would only be the outside of the house.
Perfect. But that's still a valid casting if you'd like to do so. It's your call.
I'm going to say, yeah, to see if specifically it's trapped. It also would reveal glyphs of warding, the alarm spell, mechanical traps.
Sure. So,
I think what it looks like is just this kind of... I think, given the silence of Sirduir, it's not the silent spell, but there's this moment where the air just goes still. Mm-hmm. That's the only signifier that it happens.
So this sort of... There was a wind kind of rolling down, weirdly kind of uncanny, as you stand on this green grass that you haven't seen now for a few days, not since you were in the Amedio jungle. Have you seen vegetation? It's all been covered by a layer of snow or frost. And that gust all of a sudden stops as this spell activates for you. It does reveal that those warding glyphs that were pointed out to you do appear to be a glyph or glyphs of warding. along the window frames that would need to be dealt with by magical means. They do also appear to be along the windows on the second story. You would get that as well.
Alrighty. They pass on that information.
Ooh, perfect. Well, I can't take care of that. Can any of you? Can you?
I'm triple checking. Dispel magic does. That's what you use to get rid of a glyph of warding, correct?
You could use Dispel magic. Yeah.
Okay.
Real quick, there are no doors back here, right?
There is a door right here. I apologize.
Secret doors?
Is the door?
You are not seeing any secret doors here, and you are not seeing any tunnels or anything like that.
Is the door glyphed? Oh no.
The door does appear to have warding on it as well.
Okay. How did she lie to me?
So the information, just to clarify for you, was that she has heard of underground tunnels in and out of the house, but where those go from, how they get there, she's not certain. Just for you, Sloan, to make sure that that's clear.
Rude. So maybe can you dispel them from here? Do you have to like touch it?
It would be easier for me to dispel them on the front of the house. We are just far. Oh, no, wait. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm dumb. Dispel magic's farther than that, isn't it?
It's
120 feet.
120.
I know things. I don't know things. I can do that from here,
my friend.
I can do that from here. Salvator, is Salvator still at the front door?
Yep.
Yeah. We could go back to the front and do it there, where the Harangon person is not.
Kind of just
Great.
Although this does probably tell us that the staff is still here.
Yes.
Huh.
But the owners are on vacation.
Lovely.
Am I correct in understanding that I believe Demi and Salvator can both cast invisibility, correct? Have I seen that?
Can only cast invisibility through my lyre. I
But
believe.
it's one casting.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I know that these two can cast invisibility. I cannot myself. But it might be useful.
Very handy.
Are you guys just standing at the front door now, not trying to conceal?
I have been for about 10 minutes.
Sean, you're just going to stand at the front door?
I'm still trying to conceal myself.
So while you guys are around the back, eventually guards are going to walk up to this figure who's just standing at the front door of this house.
Oh, okay.
And we'll call out. So before you guys get over there.
Fair.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Is this your residence?
No, I'm meeting a friend here. I don't believe they're home currently.
Yeah, the proprietor of this estate is out. Family vacation. You've come at a terrible time, I am afraid.
That's very odd.
Yeah.
When did they leave?
Oh, about 4 or 5 days ago.
Are they returning soon?
Said they were going to be gone for a couple of weeks.
That's very suspicious. The gate was just open when I walked by.
Roll a deception check for me, Sean.
Let me use my advantage.
Good man.
What are you doing?
I'm lying! Almost a 2, but it's a 16.
Well, I'm happy to take a message for you, but they could be gone for some time.
Oh, do you work for the family here?
Oh, no, just for the clergy, but the prelate is a member of our order.
Ah, fascinating. How about this? Could you alert me when they return? I have something I'd like to talk about them in person. More of a face-to-face conversation.
What's your name? Where are you staying?
My name is Zahl. I'm staying... Shit.
Are you all right,
well,
sir?
I seem to have had a lapse of memory.
Do you need medical attention?
I just might.
Would you... He kind of begins to step towards you.
I sit down on the front steps and go, oh my. Quite a spell.
He says,
I pull out a piece of paper real quick, just sort of like cheat sheet and go, are there any clerics of Adrian that you know of who could possibly take a look at me?
Adrian?
Are you able to walk, or do you need me to bring one?
Oh, I don't know. I could risk it.
Well, I can certainly go get somebody. It'll be just a few minutes to have somebody here.
Absolutely, that'd be perfect. Thank you.
All right, I'll be right back. And he begins to run, and you do see he like stops to speak with another guard in the area, who just kind of like mills about and keeps an eye on you as he disappears to go get medical assistance for you.
Hell yeah, dude.
So now there is a guard out front watching the front side of the structure. So,
oh my God.
As that is going on around front party, I will say, as you come around the corner before you even reach it, you do see Salvator speaking to a member of the clergy at the front door.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Salvator's approach is more burn the place down, take what I want. It's not very patient.
You're not supposed to talk to the guards. It's not really a thing.
You can't tell Salvator not to talk. Period. End of statement. The sentence is over.
Okay. Is there a window right here, Josh?
There is a window right there on the backside, yeah. Sunshine has stopped.
Yeah, they're just like,
Is there anything across the street?
So there are a number of other estates in very similar order, but this is the only one that seems to have the magical effect that negates the snow around it.
How far is the estate across the street?
Almost equidistance this one is to the street.
Can I get a footage?
1 second, and I can give you an exact footage. From this, 60 feet.
Perfect. Do we need a distraction or something from the guard?
I think we just need to go in. I think at this point he's the distraction.
Salvatore loves being the distraction.
Just gonna leave him there?
He'll be fine.
Oh, my head.
Although it will be funny when they realize they can't heal him.
I've gone mad.
Here comes a whole bunch of radiant healing.
Yeah. Okay. So, if Sunshine casts Dispel Magic on this window here, does something bad happen to them?
Are you going to cast Dispel
Yes.
Magic? Okay.
They do
Let me
it.
just double check this really quick.
Oh boy.
Just taking my girl back to the...
You guys kind of duck back around the side of the building, leaving Salvator, is that correct?
I am.
Okay.
I trust him.
Sloan, where are you headed?
Oh, I'm going with them.
Okay,
Sorry.
with the other two.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yep.
Come on. What's happening?
So as you cast this, Sunshine, it does just seem to dissipate as you feel the abjuration magic on that window fade.
And the divination's still there.
The divination, again, is this weird element of it doesn't seem to be exactly imbued in something. Kind of going back to what Zan picked up upon. This isn't a spell that's been placed on this space. It's almost like an energy that suffuses the structure itself.
I think there might be something very scary in here. Do we want to go in there?
Yes.
Yes, I do very much.
With what Zan told us and with what we're seeing, can Demi make any sort of roll to see if she thinks that this weather effect is related to time at all?
Make an Arcana check for me.
Like the actual
how
passage of
interesting.
time? 16 plus 4. Slutty 20.
Doesn't seem time related. More Morton's alley.
Oh, does anyone see a big tree anywhere?
There don't appear to be any big trees anywhere, funnily.
I have a question for a friend.
Sunshine summons their echo.
Okay.
And then they're going to throw it inside the house.
Okay.
Through that dispelled window.
So you've dispelled the window. Are you getting close enough to look through the window, or are you staying along the edge here? Are you just kind of getting them right on the edge of the window there on the inside?
Yeah.
So you're staying. You're not like looking into the room yet. But as you throw your echo in, they do land on the inside. You can see their outline now through the window.
I trade places with it.
Okay.
Oh.
You watch Zan. This is new to you. As Sunshine is replaced by a translucent version of themselves as they land inside a study. Sunshine. Immediately around you is this sort of main study room. You see a number of papers, and at the end of the room, there are 2 doors sitting there.
All right.
The window behind you does appear to be locked from the inside.
And they still... The detect magic is up for 10 minutes. Is the magic in this space...
Would that have dropped from any of your other spell castings?
Nothing else is concentration.
Perfect. Just checking.
But yeah, they're keeping that up.
Okay. As you look around this room, let me double check my notes for magic specifics. There is that, again, almost stronger feeling of magic. But within this floor... There are a number of items scattered about. Make an investigation check for me.
I'm not good at that. Nope. I rolled a 2, so I think that's a 1. Yep.
Okay. As you kind of glance around, there are a lot of papers and things like that. There is one magic item that is sitting out stark to you. There is a set of gambling dice that is clearly enchanted.
What an asshole. Great. They're gonna start looking for the contract, I suppose.
Okay. As you do, the rest of the party, are you guys doing anything as Sunshine begins to?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think as that happens... So, we saw them dispel on this window right here?
Yes.
Can we see into that room at all?
You see just the basic outline of Sunshine now moving around in there unless you get closer.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Would you like to go inside?
Okay, yes. Then if that's what you're asking, Zan is already gone. As soon as that happened, he was just like, I wanted to do that. And he's gonna go run across and he will dart along, remain stealthy to not get the eyes or ears of this rabbit. Sort of rolls into the flower bed and is going to get up onto his knees and begin to try and unlock this window so we can push it open.
Okay, go ahead and make a sleight of hand with proficiency.
Yes. And wait, you get to choose expertise in that, don't you?
Oh yeah, you can do.
I think I took expertise in that. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. I rolled a natural 20, so that's a 30. 30... yeah.
Demi,
30.
You see in one fell swoop as Zan vaults the fence, rolls across the grass, seemingly almost blending into it, disappears into this large shrubbery without making any noise. The window opens in one fell movement, and you see this blur go up over the edge and into the room. Sunshine, you hear a gentle as Zan lands behind you, the window wide open.
It was a 35, actually.
It was flawless.
I think Demi watches like this happen as she turns and it's just like, okay, I'll just crawl through a window. I was gonna take us in, but all right. And she just also gets up and climbs through the window, I think.
Okay. You are, I'm going to say just based off of Sloane's nat 20, I'm not even going to make you roll there.
Cool.
The way is paved and you're able to slip into the structure quite easily.
Great.
Slide the window closed, lock it up. What do we have here?
Window
Take a look.
closed behind.
Interesting.
These are cheaty dice, and
Can
I couldn't find anything else.
Can I investigate this room?
Yeah.
Can I
would
look
also
and
like
see
to
if there's
look around.
I'm still looking for the entrance into a hidden sort of tunnels.
So you're investigating one of the runes on the windows?
Oh, room. I'm sorry. I said room.
Oh, the room. Yeah, everyone roll investigation for me.
You want me to roll
natural 20.
Yeah, you can roll again. You were doing it for
nice.
I got a natural 20.
A natty 20 is going to get you some things.
For a 20.
18.
Hold on.
Which is high for me.
27.
Sloan?
27.
Investigation is a 21.
21. Okay. Where are you guys looking? All of those rolls were good. Are there specific locations in this room? As you look around, there are 2 doors near the back. There is a fireplace off to the left. There are the heads of trophy kills mounted around this room. There is the desk itself. There is a globe of the planet, and there is this seating area in the back left here. So you've got these 2 doors, fireplace, desk, all of these heads. Where are you guys looking?
I'm going to take a look at that fireplace, I think.
Okay. Sloan, as you begin to investigate over there, the fireplace itself, as you kind of bend down and look, it is actually cold. It has not been lit, despite the artwork here. But you do note that it goes back deeper than you expected. As you look through it, there is clearly a cubby that's not the right button. That kind of reveals back behind it there. Where you see like coal and other things just kind of stored in the dim light. However, with that 21, you also notice that there is something off about the bear head up to your right. But we'll come back to that. Where are the rest of you guys looking?
I think with Detect Magic up, they're still looking... This contract was fiendish in nature, so I think they're looking through the desk for any sort of magical paper.
As you were looking at the desk, Sunshine, you would see... there are not just the magical dice set, there are a bunch of regular dice sets, card sets, so on and so forth. As you're looking at that with that investigation check, there's a lot of evidence suggesting that this individual gambles very heavily. As you begin to look at the documentation, there's a bunch of records of winnings that do include artifacts, though none given specific identification. There is also some invoices on that table. One or a couple of expenses on those invoices include an ungodly sum in fertilizer. We're talking about 300 gold in fertilizer. And an invoice for something called a replacement for sunlight orbs, each of which is priced at about 1,000 gold pieces.
Wow.
God, does he have an underground weed farm?
There is certainly something fascinating happening here with the garden. They'll relay the information about the fertilizer and the replacements for sunlight orbs.
Perfect.
That's a lot of gardening.
Yes. Yes.
Demi.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you focusing your attention? You said on the glyphs and wards, right?
I was looking for the tunnel originally, is what I was looking
and
for.
You got
but
a 20, right?
I did get a natural 20.
So you immediately clocked what Zan was looking at, which you don't know is a tunnel. There are no other like strange outliers in this room other than that one, but this door is kind of smaller, and it looks like a closet door, but it seems to get a lot of access. As you look at the floor, there are scuff marks that show that it is open and closed very regularly.
I think she'd walk over there. Ooh, can I look at it and see if I can tell if it's trapped?
With your nat 20, it is not trapped. It is, however, locked.
She'll just I think, like, pull a little tuning fork off of her, out of her, like, bag of holding, hit it against the door, and cast knock.
Okay, it immediately unlocks.
I found a door.
That's so handy.
I don't know.
That is.
I'm gonna
There's a door.
open it.
As you swing it open, a small closet-sized space is revealed. However, sitting inside it is very clearly an altar.
Oh, shit.
To whom?
Hello?
Make a religion check for me, Demi and Sunshine, as you guys kind of look.
Ooh! What is religion? Intelligence. 14.
A 14. Okay.
16.
With both of you, the iconography is actually fairly easy to tell. You see, kind of sitting engraved on the front of this kneeling pew, this weaver's spindle with 3 strands attached to it, which is the symbol of Istis, the true neutral goddess of fate and destiny.
Ooh.
Strange.
Naughty,
Wouldn't guess
naughty.
that one.
Demi, with that religion check, very popular amongst gamblers.
Oh. The dice make sense.
Dice makes sense. The divination magic makes a little more sense.
But this is a man, like, of the church.
Yes, well, another entity who seems a part of the religion also doesn't seem to care about the god. I'm not sure how much Iridian truly matters in this city.
Whew. Oh, no. Matters.
Right. All right. Well, is there anything else in this room other than just the altar? Or is that it?
Just the altar, and let me just double check, make sure. So yeah, it has this symbol to Istis sitting in there, but nothing that stands out beyond that. It seems to be just a place of worship.
I think Demi looking around the tiny room, just, okay. Apologies, ma'am. And she closes the door and locks it back up.
I love that.
I don't know.
So back to Zan, as you're over here, you look down, you see again that the backside of this fireplace seems to be hollowed out into some sort of space. It seems fairly utilitarian. However, there is something about this bear's head. As you're looking at it, it's not quite completely affixed to the wall. It's almost as if it's lifted off a little bit.
Zan's gonna reach up and flat palm boop it on the nose.
Press booping it on the nose doesn't do anything, but it does kind of shift as if it's
poke it in the eyes.
Like, ow! What the fuck? No, it doesn't seem to.
That'd be very funny and very sad.
I take it by its big bare cheeks and I go, "Who's a good bear?"
As you do, it clicks off as it's on a hinge.
Perfect. And can I open it up?
It kind of swings off to the side, and there is a lever revealed sitting underneath it. You guys walk straight into the main room of this entire house.
Yeah. Clipped straight through to the end game. Thank you, button.
It was only because it was the only one I could get my echo into. It was close enough.
That is fucking tragic
It's
because
very funny.
this map, beautiful. Gorgeous.
Thanks, guys. I made it myself.
You want to maybe show us the whole thing just to see your artistry?
No, not yet.
At the end? All right, sick. Sean, do you want us to get your boy?
If not, I'm going to jump back to him in a second.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to pull that. Well, I'm going to check and see if the lever's trapped.
Make an investigation check for
around
me.
Here.
I believe you have advantage on that.
Okay, so I have advantage on perception and investigation checks to detect the presence of secret doors. And on saving throws made to avoid or resist traps.
I'm going to give you advantage on this for reasons.
Cool. Couldn't be because it's a trap. That's... Okay, so investigation, that's going to be 30.
30? It does not appear to be trapped.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to tentatively touch it with one finger, just in case.
It doesn't explode.
Great. I'm going to grab it and pull it down.
Specifically
You hear a kind of chunk, and further in the house, you hear some sort of mechanism release.
Interesting.
Oh.
I'm guessing the door is in that direction.
Through this door, or kind of...
Yeah. Can I take a listen at that door just to make sure there's like nothing else through there?
Yeah, make a perception check for me.
Gib. Ooh, that's okay, because it's technically an 8. So that's 20. Wow.
A 20. With a 20, you hear the single sound of the thudding of bare feet on a wooden floor.
There's a bear?
No.
B-A-R-E.
There's a bear coming for its head.
It seems to kind of heading away from you through the building towards the interior.
Oop. Someone was in there. I definitely hear someone. Shit. Well, they're heading away from us, so might as well move in.
Yes, let's go. Which way?
As you
open up that door.
begin to open that door, Salvator, at this point, you've been sitting on the stoop a little bit, and this guard is getting close to returning. Are you just planning on hanging out until they arrive, or...
Maybe being watched?
There is a figure on the street who's just kind of keeping an eye on you at a distance, but mostly from a medical concern at this point, given what you shared with the other guard, and less this guy's iffy.
Okay. The second he takes his eyes off me, I'm going invisible.
Okay. He does glance around, and you take that instance, poof, you're gone, invisible.
I'm gonna make my way to the back.
Shit.
Okay. So you do begin to make your way around towards the back. I will say you're able to make it back to Sunshine's Echo. It's just standing there staring at the window.
I'm far enough away, it would have poofed. I'm sorry.
Shoot,
I will
I'm sorry.
I get there right as it disappears.
Yeah, as you go around the corner, it disappears. That's perfect. Make a perception check for me, Salvatore, where you are.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Get it.
Here goes my...
And I realized that Zan locked the window.
I did. That's why I was like, fuck. I closed
Don't worry,
and locked.
That's a 10. Where'd they go? Where are those troublemakers at now? Tell me!
Have no idea where they've gone off to, my guy.
Oh, no.
Do I see the rabbit?
The rabbit you see is kind of like fiddling around back here. He's kind of moved around this way and is digging in the...
I am going to... And there's like a road back here, you said, on the backside?
The backside, it's kind of a open space, like a green space, and then another estate. The backside is if the backsides of the houses are pointed toward each other.
But there's a little trail here?
Yeah, there's a little trail that kind of leads back there.
I'm going to climb over this wall.
Okay.
Go visible, and then approach the
gate. This gate here? Mm-hmm. So are you coming from the outside or the inside side?
Yes, I'm coming towards this house.
Okay, so outside. if you want to drop your boy, just...
Oh, yeah.
So you're coming this direction?
Yes.
Okay, and are you calling out to this feller?
Yeah. Excuse me. Hello, you there.
Hello, good day, sir. How are you?
Yes, hello, good day. Blessings from the one, whoever. Might I borrow you for a second?
Certainly. He kind of like puts his shovel down, takes off his gardening gloves and kind of puts them down, dusts himself off, and he looks like a gardener through and through. He's kind of got this big floppy brimmed hat that his ears coming through, and he kind of walks up to the gate and kind of leans on it from the inside, and he goes,
You look like someone of the land. You good with flowers and plants and whatnot?
Aye. Yes.
Right, well, I was doing a bit of... decorating for this individual who lives in this house. I was wondering if I could borrow your eye for a second.
Make a deception check for me.
I'll lie for sure to this guy. It's a 6.
I love Peter Rabbit.
But
he looks at you. You do not look like somebody who works with the earth at all. He just kind of glances you up and down and kind of cocks his head to the side. I'm sorry, what?
I need your help.
With what?
Screw this. I maze him.
Oh my god!
The gardener?
He's gone. He's been mazed.
So, I will occasionally make some rolls to see if he gets out. But
10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes, and it's going to be... It's been a while.
It's been a while.
So,
you fucking put Peter Rabbit in a fucking Demi
No, I put Rare Rabbit.
So, as you do that, we jump back to our group with Zan opening this door. Is that correct? The front door?
Yeah.
The
yeah.
actual door?
Yep.
As you do, a hallway is revealed. Oh my god. And also, leading off to the right, a stairway leading upwards into the upper floors of the house.
Is there anything in this room indicating that it was where that chunking sound was coming from?
You're not seeing anything that stands out to you in this hallway. Immaculately well kept. Beautiful woodwork. This wood paneling run along all the walls. But you're not seeing anything that looks like an activated door from here.
I want to check out that sound before we do anything else.
Yes. All right. Sunshine's going to summon their Echo Avatar.
Okay.
Go do a look.
Before you guys do, you're trying to be sneaky here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm going to have you make these rolls again now that some changes have happened and so on and so forth.
Now that Detect Magic is up, Pass Without a Trace is not.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So it's just nothing added.
Yeah. Well, just your everything.
Just yours. No plus 10 from Button specifically.
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
That is just a 29.
A 29? Okay.
13.
13.
I got an 8.
An 8.
Okay. Yoink.
Water's loud.
13, 29. Zen,
Just
as you
walk
kind
around.
of open the door and kind of slip through, Sunshine kind of pushes past relatively quietly, but they're in heavy armor. There's a little bit, because you got a 13, right, Button? Yeah, a little bit of noise there. Probably not as quiet. Demi, you kind of bump against the door, and there's a
Fuck.
You know what? I apologize. And she like summons her lyre and then just casts invisibility on herself. I'm so sorry.
Did she only cast it on herself?
She can only cast it on herself. I
Wait,
think.
really?
Yeah, it's through the lyre, isn't it? So it's only her second level spell. She can just cast it on herself.
I think it's a single.
That's why Zahl always casts it on everybody else and she does it on herself.
Oh, it's not normal invisibility.
Yeah,
No, it's from the lyre. So it's it's like a second level spell for me.
Okay.
I believe. I've never upcast anything that I can cast from the lyre.
Yeah, I don't believe
because
you
the
can
way that they're
upcast spells
listed.
on it.
Yeah, the way that they're listed on my spells is like the one.
I'm looking at the wrong character.
Charge. Yeah, I've never done that because I would if I could, but I can't. It only lets me do invisibility at second. So I think she bumps into it. Their friend looks back at her and she goes, sorry. She embarrassingly turns invisible. Oh, just. But yeah.
That's good enough. Fine. That's perfect.
Yeah. She casts invisibility on herself.
All right. What's the avatar of Button doing?
It'll be doing stuff when Josh is ready, but it's gonna go look in this direction.
Are you
you
warding
can't
it?
see me, Penny? Yes, it's the Echo Avatar, not the Echo.
Perfect. So you see as Sunshine kind of disappears from the consciousness of this creature and into the Avatar, and you would see a long hallway through the Avatar. Complete with, again, a lot of very ornate deises and so on and so forth, art on the walls showcasing this kind of ornate collectorship that is this home. And this hallway does run the length of the building as you look here. You see things like suits of armor and these very overdone paintings that are hung on these wooden facades here.
Okay. Was there a way to get through back here, this
It appeared to be
fireplace?
open, that you could crawl under through, but you'd get covered in soot and ash doing so.
Okay.
I figured we'd save that for later.
Save that for later.
I guess we don't track anything through the house.
As you
they
walk
will
past, you do see a door here. That is very just utilitarian. However, you also see now, as you walk by, that... Well, roll a perception check for me. I apologize. I shouldn't lead you on like that.
27.
27. With a 27, as you walk past this wall here, you see that the stone face with the wood has popped away slightly. And there is a seam that appears to have been disengaged.
There's something over where I am. They speak into the air. Where other me is. And I think they just kind of grab forward. I can't see you.
I think that Demi seeing this is like right over Zen's shoulders. Like, they can't hear you, by the way.
Their perception is right down the hall, so they can probably hear. But they
you hear
cannot
Demi
see
whispering,
you.
yeah.
I was trying to ask them who their friend was, and they just weren't answering me. It's weird.
The friend?
Is that one? Points in the direction of their avatar.
That's just them. It's. Oh, you haven't asked why they're air. Anyway, let's go.
They're air?
Oh god. You know what? She just walks past.
Fascinating.
I try and grab someone's shoulder.
I think an invisible me takes your hand and just starts walking towards you.
Button, what was that perception roll of yours?
27.
With a 27, you would also hear a thud coming from inside this room up here. You didn't hear this door open, but it does sound again like the sound of bare feet on wooden floor.
There's also something, and the echo will point at where the something is, but they say to the group, there's something in there.
Oh, something
Oh,
like
boo-boo. It's Yogi Bear.
That's just a bunch of bear puns.
I'm here to fetch you the picnic basket.
Just a bunch of bear puns.
Fuck off.
Welcome.
Oh my god.
The title of the episode, Unbearable Heist.
Okay. Maybe we should... I'm honestly torn between just getting what we need and getting out of here and eliminating that threat.
Are we in front of the thing yet that I first pointed out?
I will say the party is there at this point. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Someone reach in there. I can't see.
Can I look and see if there's any sort of extra
There is a
trapping
seam
on
that
here?
your hand could likely fit into.
Oh yeah, he'll get his lean, long little digits in there and give it a wiggle.
Okay. It kind of functions like a car hood. It takes a second to find the lever mechanism, but eventually as you kind of run your hands down, you find a and it kind of and swings open, revealing a staircase leading downwards.
Oh.
What's that other thing, though? After doing that, can I run over and open those doors and see if I can see what's happening?
These doors are unlocked, so you just swing them open. You dramatically swing these doors
on the other side?
to an empty...
Ah, fuck!
Well, not an empty room. This appears to be a parlor of sorts. You see musical instruments, sofas, accoutrements, and various items scattered about. Well kept, well appointed. There is nobody inside it.
Two
Nobody?
lone feet.
Two lone feet doing a jig. There is no visible person. Make an investigation check for me if you'd like.
You know what else? I'm also going to use my unerring eye as I do that. So once again, sense the presence of illusions, shape changers, other magic designed to deceive the senses within 30 feet of you.
Perfect.
And take a look around. Do you still want me to roll investigation?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation anyway, as you're looking around the room.
I think Demi's gonna stay in the hallway looking to make sure nobody comes down the hallway.
Okay. Perception.
Detect magic.
And detect magic. You're ritual casting that, or?
Have we been in here for more than 10 minutes?
I thought... Oh, no, it hadn't dropped yet. No, you're still good. It's probably nearing the end after we leave this room, we'll say it.
Okay.
That investigation's a 24.
Investigation 24. As you begin to look, there is nothing that is being magically warded from you in the space beyond those windowsills that you're already seeing. You don't detect anything that is invisible or being hidden from you in this space. And similarly with detect magic, there is nothing that is flickering on and off to you, Sunshine. With the investigation check, you would see that there does appear to be a letter with the seal of Iridian on it that is open, just sitting on the coffee table.
And this is where the footsteps led into, right?
This is where the footsteps led into. Demi, what was your perception check?
I apologize, I didn't roll it yet.
I'm sorry.
17 plus 12 is 29. 29?
Okay. You don't hear any footsteps or see anybody kind of coming out that hallway as you watch. And there is a door on this side of this room, I will also say. Just to point that out as well. But Demi doesn't see anybody, and you didn't see anybody come out that way.
We're at the front. Could I actually just, like, look out the window and see if I can, like, angle myself to see if the front doors are, like, opening or if there's anything?
Yeah, go ahead and make a
right
perception check.
Okay.
And is there some sort of check we could make to discern what kind of magic a fiendish contract would give off? Would it just be, like...
You can make,
I don't know if that'd be like religion or arcana
or a religion check for me. I'll let you decide.
They are equally bad, but I rolled a natural 20.
Okay.
Whoop.
So likely it could be any type or school of magic, but it would likely give off some sort of signature of fiendish nature or abyssal nature.
Okay. And they're not getting any of that.
They are not seeing anything like that stands out.
That was a 20.
A 20. The front door, as you're looking, hasn't been opened or closed, at least in the time you were glancing over there to look.
Mm-hmm. Should we just keep going, or?
I think so.
I mean, they haven't seen us yet. Let's just go look.
Alrighty.
There's that letter, though.
What does it say?
I have no idea.
I'll
find out.
De-warg and pick it up. Yeah.
Okay.
The avatar is just now an echo.
Okay. Sorry, I threw my dice. As you do,
Oh, no.
Giving it a quick glance over, it's not particularly long, but it is just a letter that says, Pellet Pates, best of luck on your vacation. Please be careful traveling in these difficult and dangerous times. Beware of the war to the south. Sincerely, Supreme Prelate Ogden Tilt.
I keep this.
Okay. You can add a letter to Prelate Pates from Supreme Prelate Ogden Tilt.
Wow. A little bit of a collector yourself.
Yes, they're yes. Mm-hmm.
Shall we go down the stairs?
Are we going down the stairs?
Yes, the ones that open.
Oh, I assumed that was our way out.
As you guys are kind of having this conversation with the two of you in the parlor, Demi, as you glance down the hallway with your passive perception, there's a potted plant sitting here. You swear to God it moves slightly. The branches and the plant itself.
The branch, does it look like when somebody brushes past a plant or like when a plant is alive? Because I have seen both of those things.
Make a perception check for me.
That's a 19 plus 12. A lot.
It seems like when a creature dives into a bush.
Is it a big plant?
It's not massive.
I'll be right back. She just, I think, tries to very stealthily make her way to this plant.
As you walk down here, we'll maintain your 9 stealth from earlier. Was it a 9?
Yep.
Yeah, perfect.
I'm invisible now, though.
You are invisible, so you go a little noisily, not horrifically, but unseen as you move your way down. You make it to the plant.
Yep.
Perfectly normal plant.
Does it move anymore?
It does not.
How big of a potted plant? Like, is this like a potted,
this
like,
is
for
a
height
fern
plant?
that is probably about 1.5 feet tall and about 1 foot wide.
Okay. Interesting.
God, if we're in an archface house and they're just little fairies running around, I'm gonna be pleased. That's it.
I'm gonna kill John. No,
I think, because
you would see a big
Demi...
staircase leading up, by the way, just to.
Oh, nice. I think because Demi is Demi, she'll just lean towards the plant. I like that trick. I can do it too.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okay. That is 14 plus 14. 28?
Okay. As you say it, you just hear out of, oh, wow.
Did we frighten you?
There is no answer after that.
Okay. Well. All right. Nice to meet you. And she'll, I think, just start walking back to the other room to let them know that happened.
You kind of see Demi disappear, and as you're leaving, Demi kind of returns.
They do not see me disappear.
Oh, right. You never mind. As far as you know, Demi is still kind of chilling out in the general vicinity. There's a little bit of movement, but you're not sure exactly where she went there. Salvator.
Alrighty.
The gardener remains mazed. Is there anything you'd like to do?
I approach these doors.
The ones in the back here?
Yes.
Okay. You are able to do so without problem. They do, as you recall, are you knocking?
Yes.
You guys hear knocking on the door. And the exterior door, you hear it.
Oh. Fuck is that? I'm gonna guess. We have 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count. I bet it's Salvator.
Well, you have no idea.
How do you guys
That's my
respond?
assumption.
Well, then we should open it.
Right. Oh, by the way, I had a fun little conversation with an invisible being.
What?
A little
when?
A little while ago. Over there in the
Here?
potted plant. Yes, in the potted plant. Little invisible something.
That's worrisome.
Did you
Yes.
catch it?
No,
kill
it's no. Why would I have? They would. I just said I liked their trick, and they said, "Wow."
Is this a hallway?
So are you opening this door?
Oh, that's a door? I can't see.
Sorry, yes, that is a
Is
door.
that a hallway
My
or a door?
apologies.
Gotcha.
Fog of war, you've betrayed me! There you go, button. You can see the door now. I apologize for misleading you.
You're good. I thought it was a hallway, so I started walking down it.
You turn in. There's a door. No, I'm kidding. But obviously, that wouldn't be fair to you.
I do try and
Can we...
Okay. The door does appear to be unlocked. And it swings open, revealing a large dining hall.
I think as they open this door, Debbie looks back at the plant. I hope this is fine. All right.
No response.
Yeah, she's just gonna keep talking.
I love that.
She talks. That's her gift.
What
there
are
you
our
go.
passive perceptions from everybody?
22.
28, 22,
22.
Funnily enough, instead of the potted plant you address responding to you, this potted plant near the top left shifts slightly.
Tyler!
Still you?
Doesn't respond.
What is that?
Alright.
You are still hearing this.
I would like to believe my friend.
There are windows everywhere, and you can see Salvator now through those
I'll let
windows.
Salvatore in.
No, wait. The door, I believe, is still glyphed. Yeah.
Oh, well, I would check it.
You, stop before you're about to, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to turn off the code.
Salvatore, that window
beat
is
them in.
dispelled.
What? Hello?
That window is dispelled!
Oh shit, you're inside. Hold on.
Quiet.
Oh, good lord.
I go over to the window. This one?
Oh, no.
One by
I have no
one.
idea which window
down
you're into.
the house.
He's pointing to this
Here we
window
go.
here. Right here, guys.
Can you open it?
No.
Do you not have to spell magic?
I do.
This
I'll try.
Do you cast Dispel Magic?
Yeah.
No, I will say, just because context here. These are just big glass panes with no opening or closing. The door would likely be the best option if you are going to cast it.
Oh, these don't open?
Yeah, they do not. They're kind of like greenhouse windows built into like stone facing here.
I'll do it on the door.
Okay. You
Just
easily
magic
enough
on the windows, you
dispel
can shatter through it.
It just explodes. You guys do, Salvator, you feel the spell settle in and dissipate the magic on the door.
Let him in.
Okay, you are able to unlock it from the inside and let Salvator.
Look him in.
Yay.
Salvator, Salvator, I
Let's
need
begin
your help.
looking
Salvator,
around.
hold on, I need your help.
What's up?
Come here to this plant and tell me what you see.
You find some secret doors or something?
No, this plant, Salvator.
Would
you look at this
What do you
plant?
want from me?
Yes, but there's someone in it.
Isn't Sunshine better at this? I take a look inside the plant.
You are not seeing anybody invisible or on the ethereal plane. You just see a regular shrub.
Well, they were here.
Right, I'm sure.
Don't talk to me like I'm crazy.
Are we looking for something?
Yes, we're looking for a contract.
We found a hidden staircase that goes downward, and I want to check it because hidden staircases often a great place to check for things. I know earlier I said we should go further in, but now I'm thinking, let's go down the stairs.
Righty, you are the expert.
I'm just very curious. I'd love to know.
Demi is side-eyeing every shrub.
Okay. As you watch, you're not seeing anything as you kind of make your way down. But Parker, roll a perception check for me with you side-eyeing the shrubs.
That's an 18 plus 12.
Out of the corner of your eye, this one back, just as you're about to step out of the room, shifts.
I think I stick my head back in. You know, he's actually the crazy one. But I know you're real. And she keeps walking.
A little bit.
Yep.
Okay, as you kind of head down, descending into this basement. Map change!
Map change!
Map check.
Map change.
Sean, what was the sound that you just
It was the Batman music.
I spent so much time lining up every single one of these layers.
Oh, bless.
Wow. Holy shit, dude. Incredible.
Nice, guys.
Look at my little guy down there.
I don't know why I just did the Battlefield song.
I think I may have dropped a second echo in the dark on accident. I didn't mean to.
Sued.
Oh, that's fine. You're good.
Echoes in the dark.
Hi, Milo.
Did you see him watching from up high?
Yes, up high.
Dude, he loves Forging Fire.
Oh.
Can I take a little peek around this corner?
Yeah. As you glance around the corner, a large storage room is revealed.
Ooh.
Roll perception for me.
Yes. From a distance. I don't know what key that song is in or anything. That's a 20.
You getting this, Josh?
Oh, the 20. What are you doing?
happening?
No, why are you like this? Why? There are Salvators everywhere!
Stop!
There's a single sunshine. Oh no!
No, Josh! Revealed stuff.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I'm so mad.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm so mad.
What do you mean for that to happen?
I know. Some of that's on me.
Guys, we didn't see anything.
Ignore the man behind the curtain. I just got wizardized.
You did.
So, thanks. Me.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof.
Anyway, so you guys glance at this beautiful storage room as you look around. You see a lot of like old furniture, a lot of crates, a lot of like old linens, curtains, things like that. You see storage racks that are loaded up with just accoutrements used to run a house. But with the 20, you also see what initially stands out to you as strange is that this far back wall consistently has moss growing along it, reaching out from the wall along the ceiling and along the other walls connected to it, and even along the floor, as if kind of spreading tendrils outwards along those shapes. You also see there is a strange sort of door-shaped inscribing on the wall, sort of like a facade that has statuary on it.
Oh, this is a classic. I love this one.
What's the classic?
This I'm gonna walk in.
Okay.
And, I don't care. Let me get blown away by a trap. Let me perish.
You walk up to this door. It is like slightly concealed, honestly, by a lot of moss trying to grow in around it. But the fact that the moss is growing around only adds a sort of stark visibility to the areas that are regularly interacted with. And there are 4 panels that are cleared back as if the moss is pushed away from it every time. On each panel, there is iconography. One has a single tree, one has 2 trees, one has 3 trees, and one has a 4th tree inscribed upon it.
I think we go 1, 2, 3, 4.
I think
Maybe
so.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Is there anything around here that seems to indicate
Make an investigation check.
some sort of like
Demi fully is standing at the top of the stairs, having like
Usage.
heard them talk about this or like looked, and is still looking around like, okay, I'm guessing you know. She's just talking to the air.
Talking to the air? Okay, I love that. Make
I
your
walk down
investigation
here
check.
and I'm like, I'm
14.
worried about Demi.
You talk to your jacket.
A 14.
I am currently talking to my jacket.
With a 14,
Yeah.
you're not seeing anything around this room that indicates any sort of numeric coding. Demi, roll a persuasion check for me.
Okay. This one's been rolling well. 15 plus 14, 29.
As you say, I assume you know.
Mm-hmm.
What's the nearest shrub to you? Oh, because you're...
We're down here, so...
Have you gone downstairs, or are you standing?
I mean, I think I walked down here, and then when I started talking, I walked back to the front of the stairs.
Okay.
For the
So,
beginning.
if you're kind of standing at the top of the stairs still,
Mm-hmm.
one of the potted plants further down the hallway shakes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stops. Then it shakes again. Twice.
4.
Okay.
Again, 1 time. Again, 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 3 times. And then again 4 times.
4, 2, 1, 3, 3, 4. Be nice to people, and they'll talk to you.
who are the people you're being nice to?
I learned that from Pete. I learned that from Pete. It is my plant
Being
friend.
supportive of Demi.
Okay,
It's their plant
listen.
Oh.
I learned being nice from Peach and Morton. You know what? Morton likes it when you're nice to plants, and I'm learning something.
Oh, I thought you
Anyway.
said people. All right. They entered.
As you enter the code,
Pin pad.
Thank you.
how do you enter it?
With your feet.
Press
Perfect.
Your bare feet.
Just making
Yeah.
sure. Just making.
4,
Yeah, kick it open.
2, 1, 3, 3, 4.
As you do, it kind of shifts, and then the door begins to slide back, and then to the side, and a room is revealed that I revealed earlier.
Sean.
Guys, everybody.
As things start opening, she just yells thank you and then heads down the stairs.
As my whoopsie, I need to learn controls. It's not on Sean. God damn it!
Oh, I do
okay,
the same.
buddy.
Why are you
Oh, no.
fighting me, Rogue?
All that I see.
Darkness.
It's getting darker.
It's just slowly closing.
Forever.
We're
Cool.
by my
Oh, shit.
side.
Fuck.
I
First
legitimately didn't see it.
You step into a massive underground chamber, and in the center of this chamber is a recessed stairs that digs deeper, where there is, lack of better explaining, a massive tree root system.
Oh.
That spreads out across the ground here. It reaches up. The height from floor to ceiling, where you guys stand, is probably about 15 feet. But from down the stairs where the earth is, there's about 20 feet of clearance. The tree itself has constant new growth sprouting from the sides, and even from the top, but there is clearly a severed stump that has been cut back, and then cut back again, and cut back again at the top of this tree to keep it from growing up into the house. Affixed to the left and the right of this structure, this room, are these massive glowing orbs that as you walk into the room, it feels like the warmth of the sunlight is hitting you. And to the left and the right, on each corner of this room, are pools of water.
Oh, guess that's what they need the fertilizer for.
Are there any plants down here other than this massive tree?
There's plant growth growing around it constantly, as if the environment stimulates not just the tree itself, but the growth of plants around it.
Are there any big metal doors in this room?
There's a big metal door on the far side.
Ooh, that sort of looks like a safe.
It does.
And from behind you, as you say that, you hear, "It does, doesn't it?" And you turn around, and there is
fucking told you.
A full-fledged female-looking figure, constructed almost entirely from wood and bark, with patches of leaves and growth manifesting off of her torso, as she kind of steps from one of the plants, these patches of moss along the wall behind you.
Hello.
Oh,
that was you, wasn't it?
Yes. Welcome.
Thank you.
This is my tree.
This is yours?
Oh.
The tree is, yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why is it here? That doesn't make sense at all. What's happening?
They built a house on top
Yes.
of it.
Oh.
Are you the one making it spring?
Yes, and that way I get water and sunlight still.
Oh.
Are you happy here?
It would be nice if my tree could grow properly.
Yes.
Could you just grow through the house?
They keep cutting it.
Yes.
Why are they keeping you here?
They like the growth, the warmth, and I help kind of ward things and enchant things. I knew you guys were here when you touched the flower beds.
Oh. And you didn't mind?
I don't care.
Oh.
I watched you to
like
make sure
you.
you weren't going to hurt my tree, but you seemed like you were having fun. Just reading.
Yes. We're actually here for something. Is that going to bother you?
Oh, what?
A piece of paper.
A piece of paper. You had one upstairs.
Specific.
They're
Looking
different?
for a contract.
A contract.
Think your tree, but cut down and shredded up and made into.
I'm sorry, what?
Paper's made from trees.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
She starts looking around for paper on your person. Sees
you
your
won't
book,
find
kind
it.
of goes for it.
Oh. Salvator?
All right.
Did he freeze right there? Is that where he froze? I can't tell if Sean is perfectly frozen or if...
No, because Milo's not moving in the back.
How the fuck can y'all see this cat? I can't see this shit.
It's up here in the corner, right above the bill of his hat. That little gray blob in the cat tree. Yeah.
Tiny.
I love this.
This is incredible.
This is great.
You finally got him to shut
Oh
up.
no! His power went out.
Oh no! We're gonna go over to the emergency. Well, maybe it'll stay
He's
like
frozen.
this.
It's fine for now.
She kind of backs off, thinking better as she sees his hand, because that's not fair to take away his...
Probably not a good idea. So you won't... It's very funny.
What a place to freeze! That's so good!
He's in shock.
I love it so much. Yes, please, guys, screen cap the shit out of this. Oh, that belongs everywhere on the internet. Okay.
Do you know about a contract between somebody and a devil?
What's a contract?
Built any? It is
fair.
an agreement.
Like the one where they keep me alive.
No, Tweety. Oh god.
That's.
I feel like we need to get
What's your
out
name?
of here.
Oh,
there we
he's
go.
coming back in.
Now we
1
gotta
second.
go.
Does everything shift slightly?
Let's see.
I have not. We'll just switch over to the emergency quad here for a second. Well,
Half of me is in
that's
the DM spot.
wrong side. 1 second.
Well, we've also got Roll20 gone. So
That's
That's true.
There we go. Now you can see behind the screens, everybody. So,
Hello. Wow, I feel so intimate.
Hello.
it's just here you go.
so we'll see here. Give us just a moment to check with Sean and see if he's going to be able to come back. If it's a permanent power outage, we might call it here.
Let us see.
This map is beautiful,
Ooh.
Josh.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Neighborhood-wide
Boy.
power outage for Sean.
That.
What a rough way to go, my friends. But hey, there's nothing we can do about that. Thank you, Button. I'm glad you like the map.
That was a nice,
very
that's a
good
nice
map.
kind of cliffhanger, though.
Like,
They keep me alive.
yeah.
Ba-boom.
Bum, bum, bum. Guys, we've made it through a lot of this session. We have seen the maps and all that jazz, so I really appreciate you guys hanging out. What we'll do is we're going to call it here, just given that we don't know if Sean's power's good. Sloan, are you going to be able to join us on January 1st, 2022 to continue your venture? Given that
Is it January 1st?
It's January.
It'll be January
1st.
You guys are the 31st, New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And then
You'll
we're
be
the
able
first.
to be there with us?
Yep.
All
Yes.
right. Well, then
yeah.
we'll be having Sloan back because Sloan is wonderful and fantastic. Now, before we go, we're going to do a few quick announcements, my friend. Not a bad stopping place, like everyone is saying. We appreciate you all. Guys, we're going to miss you over the break, first off. Before we do
Yes.
anything else, we're going to miss you guys a lot. So stick with us. And god dang, is 2022 not going to be an awesome year? You've already seen Adamless is queued up. There's a lot of exciting content on the way. There's more coming beyond that, so stick with us, and we will see you in, well, the last day of 2021. But first, a huge thank you to our partners, Soundtail, who is phenomenal. They bring all that ambiance to our game. They've been with us for so long. Guys, you guys can get a copy of Soundtail if you want this cool, creepy music or scary music or epic music for your tabletop. You can click on the link in chat. It's a small group of individuals who made this application. It's very, very good. It's royalty-free. We highly recommend you nab it. It's very good. Parker, over to you.
I'm here to remind you that we're affiliated with Found Familiar Coffee. If you'd like to taste Initiative and get 10% off of your coffee order, your D&D inspired coffee, you can use the code or the link in chat. We also have a 10% off code and link for crafty gamers. They do wonderful things like their immersive candle set, aromas of adventures, and much more that you can go check out there. We also want to give a big thank you to Arcane Anthems, who does TTRPG music free on his Patreon, but he also did all of our themes for all of our shows, which is pretty amazing.
Woo!
That's it. Back to you,
right.
Josh.
And again, a huge thank you to our fantastic mods. I believe Commune DM has been doing it for us today.
Yeah,
we love our
Commune.
mods so much. They are
Yes.
amazing. They are
Make
the
sure to
unsung
apply.
heroes. Yes, apply. The
Apply.
link is in chat. We are looking for more mods. It's a really cool way to get involved with the community, meet some cool folks. So we highly recommend you take a look at that and sign up. And anything else? Sloan, where can people find you? Guest star.
Oh, yeah. Once again, hi. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter and TikTok and Tumblr if you wanna. At Artplebe, that's ARTPLEBE. I make a lot of TTRPG content and other content as well when I have a dead brain. So yeah, come follow me. Ding.
Well, and with that, we will see you OTR the 31st of December, and this show will be back with Sloan on Saturday, the 1st of January, 2022. Happy holidays to all you folks, whatever you guys celebrate or don't. We love you all, and we will see
you guys
all
in 2 weeks.
Bye!
See you next year.
Bye.
Stick with us, friends. We'll queue up a raid right now. Just give us just a moment. Okay, bye!